Hello for what is inadvertently, as some of you have already correctly pointed out, my second stream of the day. God. I'll explain the story in a moment. Give me 2 secs, and I'll be right with you all. Hello. Good evening. Hello, hello. Let's get it kicked into gear. Hello! Happy Thursday! Happy Frankfurt release day! Good to see you all. Let me say some hellos. Extensive here first. Heavy Equation. Stefan, hello. Joey. Ian is here. Hello. How's the long haul going? Navawa, dude. I looked earlier. It was 58 when I looked like an hour ago. So they're shifting traffic there. Joey, hello. Yes, yes, yes. I'll explain it for those of you who missed it earlier. Joey, hello, how you doing? Pando is here, good to see you. Extensive again, hello. Welcome, welcome. Stefan, hello. Aaron, good evening, good evening. Darrow, Nerd, Sopperman, Ula's here as well. Robert was the first one in today. Hello, all. Well, yes. So, we had a moment earlier on, chat. We had a moment. So, for those of you who missed it, I was inadvertently live streaming here earlier on. The VOD's now disappeared. Essentially, I was using my second PC to record a video for work. Luckily, nothing like sensitive information-wise. I was trialing some takes for a video I wanted to potentially release on socials this week. And I was using OBS for it. So I was recording on this camera that I'm looking at right now and using OBS to record with this top, you know, nice and simple. I thought the backdrop with the thingamajiggies, with the titles would be nice. And because I'm an idiot and because 99.9% of the time when I'm using OBS on my stream PC, I click start streaming. Instead of, on one of the takes, instead of clicking start recording, I clicked start streaming. Didn't even realise until suddenly I looked across at my Discord and had a message from Stefan saying, "Hi Chewy, you're live on Twitch." And it was then that I looked and realised my mistake. Loaded up my Twitch and was like, "Oh, hello everyone. Hello, you've just seen a take of a recording of a video." So yes. So that was interesting. So there you are. You saw a behind the scenes look at Chewy recording a video for the MSFS socials. As I say, luckily there was nothing like leaked, like no information that I wasn't supposed to be speaking about in it. But yes, I will learn from that mistake in the future and not use OBS to record. I will use something else. I'm an idiot, aren't I? It was so funny. I was really thinking you were making a joke because you looked in the camera. It was so embarrassing. Luckily, I've managed to delete the VOD. And yes, there we are. So that's been my day. But I hope you've all had a good day. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we're flying into Frankfurt. Obviously, as I'm sure you all know and have seen by now, Aerosoft Frankfurt has publicly released. You can now all pick it up. It is publicly available to buy. And it's busy. I knew it was going to be busy. So I've decided to try and embrace the busyness. And we're going to do a flight in. I didn't think it was going to be a good idea for us to fly out because I just thought it would be crazy. I thought at least we might have a better chance of staying on VATSIM if we flew in. So that's exactly what we're doing. So as you can see by the title and with the aircraft that we've got, we are flying this route today. We are flying Lufty 803 out of an airport that we've not visited for quite a while, actually. Good old Stockholm Arlanda. Orbeck scenery for this one. Stunning scenery. We all love it. And so we're going to do the, well, what should be 1 hour and 45 or so minute flight out of Sweden, out of Stockholm, and down south to Frankfurt today. It's going to be busy on VATSIM. I've taken, on top of just like your normal reserves and everything, I've taken an extra 60 minutes of fuel. If it is ridiculously busy, like, you know, expected delay 2 hours or something, or like ATC logs off because it's too late or whatever, we will just carry on offline, but I obviously don't want that to happen. So we will stay online at all rates, you know, but if it does get to the point of silliness, we might have to look at just landing in offline. But I'm hoping that won't be the case. So we are dubbing it Organized Chaos. We are dubbing it Organized Chaos because it will be chaos. There's no doubt about that. But the controllers at Frankfurt are very good. So they will at least be organized in amongst the chaos. So there we go. So I hope that sounds like a nice flight today. I was debating like doing a full rotation, but I just thought it would be way too much faff with all the traffic that's going to be there. And I thought you'd all probably judge me harshly if I didn't fly on that sim into Frankfurt today. So there we are. That's our plan. I was toying around with what livery to use for ages and eventually went with this one. Oh, 3 guesses where all the ATC is just logged off. Brilliant. Sorry, side note. Yeah, I was debating, like, do I do the new Lifty livery? Do I do the old Lifty livery? What do I do? And I eventually saw that somebody had made the retro livery. This aircraft doesn't fly for Lufthansa anymore. I think this registration flies for the Eurowings. So it's not in this livery anymore. But I was like, screw it. Let's do the retro livery because it looks cool. So there we go. Oh, yeah. Literally, I swear, I don't think Sweden likes me on VATSIM. All the ATC is not only logged off at Arlanda, but Tower has just come online at Stockholm, Bromma. Brilliant. Nobody likes me on VATSIM, it seems. Nobody likes me. Right, let's go say some more hellos. How you doing, Miranda? Good to see you, mate. Hello, El Jimmy's here. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Connie doing... Wait, where is Naz? Where's that, Navarre? I feel like I should know where that is. Yeah, we can expect some potential holding at Frankfurt, but that's fine. Andy, good to see you as well. Shame it wasn't... I know. Well, honestly, on a serious note, I'm very, very, very lucky that it wasn't anything that shouldn't have been streamed. Auckland. Naz isn't Auckland, is it? That's not the IKO for Auckland. Or are you... What is the code for Auckland? I've forgotten it. It's gone. I was really thinking you were... I know, it's typical, isn't it? Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Oh, NZAA. Okay, I was going to say, I was like, I've lost it now. You're going to fly in an A380 sim in Dubai. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I hope it's... I hope that's actually good. I've never heard anybody who's been to that one. I hope it's not been, like, destroyed by loads of kids who've gone in there and just bashed the controls around. Hopefully it's actually a good sim. Enjoy it, mate. Let us know how it goes. You'll have to report back. Anzasia's here. Good evening. Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, yeah, so that's our plan for this evening. I hope that sounds like a nice plan. I'm going to get going if you guys don't mind. We might as well get this show on the road. I kind of want to get airborne almost as soon as we can. So let's get in the sim. Let's do it. Let's get going. When does it start? Now! The party starts now. The party starts now. Here we go. Right. Turning the music off. So, yes, here we are down on the ground, as I say, at the beautiful, delightful Orbeck Stockholm Arlanda scenery. One of the best in the sim. It's a stunner. And we're in Delta Alpha India Delta Victor. As I say, I don't believe this aircraft is actually flying for Lufthansa anymore. It's being given to Eurowings. The reason why I know that is because when I look at Volanta, it shows it in a Eurowings paint. Either way, I know it's definitely not in this Lufthansa retro livery anymore, but it's a really nice livery, and I just really wanted to fly it today, so that's why we're in it. Yes, another sub. It's Mr. Actually, it's our first sub even. It's Mr. Jazz. Hello. I'll make sure to send you pics on Discord. Yeah, please, mate. That'd be great. Is my AirRack up to date? It is. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. Jazz, for 64 whole months of support. You're an absolute beauty. First sub of the day. Hello, Chewy. That is 5 years and a third. Very much appreciated, mate. I hope you're well. Yes, AirRack is up to date. Don't forget, if you haven't loaded up the sim yet today, don't forget, if you do keep up to date with it, it's new AirRack day today. New AirRack day. Yes. I'm lucky because we update the AirRack in the... Oh, and that's the point. When you load into MSFS, you'll have an update, which is the AirRack update. Yeah, so I'm really lucky because obviously we have an AirRack update that comes out on AirRack update day now in MSFS. So if I ever do forget about it, I always get the email about that coming through, and then I'm like, oh gosh, I need to update it. So I get the reminder. But yeah, that's what we're in today. That's what we're flying. I hope you guys don't mind me flying this more retro liveried A321. It just looks gorgeous. Is that a United 737? It is a United 737. Lovely, brilliant. Yeah, I think it looks awesome in this paint scheme. Absolute stunner. Right, let's get going. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Now, next thing, I'm not flying on real time. Obviously, when we did Tuesday's stream and we flew into Frankfurt, we did a night landing. Are you happy for us to fly in a daytime flight today? Because we've already seen a nighttime arrival into Frankfurt. I'm guessing you folks would rather see a daytime flight. Or would you rather it be real time? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Ha ha, Dull got wrecked. Dull, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. The text-to-speech... Well, the text-to-speech will work, but it timed out the message. What's a Wibby flight? I don't know what Wibby is. Got no idea what Wibby means. It's a new term for me. You can see that I've banned that word now. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Can you please tell me where I can buy the t-shirt you're wearing? It's not available. It's not available to purchase, I'm afraid. Sorry. If you might have to come to an event that we're at. Maybe we'll have some. Yeah, it's not available to purchase, though. There is a... I think it's a... Is it Sporty's web shop? There is an MSFS merch store. I don't think this t-shirt's available on it. You guys want real time? Okay. I mean, if you say real time to see the sunset, well... Yeah, I mean, we'll be departing just after sunset. Should we maybe move it back an hour? So we're in sunset during the flight? Because I don't think we're even going to see sunset by the time we take off. Why don't we compromise, chat, and have it back an hour? Or do you really just want it to be real time? What do we think? Whilst you decide, I'm going to get stuff loaded in. Sounds good as you want. Well, I want to do what you want to do. Hey, Duffer, 15 months. Hello, hello. An hour back is good? Yeah, I think that's fair. I think an hour back is fair. We can always go to real time once the sun sets, I guess, can't we? Duffer, thank you for 15. I appreciate you, buddy. You absolute stunner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good evening. Second sub of the day. Thank you so much. How you doing, mate? Right, good. So we've moved it back an hour. So then it'll be kind of like, well, you'll see where the sun is in the sky. So we'll have sunset whilst we're climbing out. I think that should be pretty nice. Can we do a long haul out of Frankfurt? Yeah, we might do tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'm not planned tomorrow's stream yet. Right, so let's add in, so if it's going to be 16, so it's going to be 16, let's go 16:25, which should be 25 minutes. Yeah, 26 minutes. Perfect, good. And then we'll go mass and balance, we'll load the aircraft, and we'll get GSX to do its thing. Let's go and have a look at the flight plan, because there's a lot to go through, really. Are you free from Chewbacca this weekend? For Saturday daytime, she's busy. She's away, but then I'll be going to hers later. What the hell is going on with VDGS? Jeffrey! Hey! It's a Chewy94 sub! Ha ha! It is a Chewy94 sub. Thank you very much for the 94 months. The one and only. 94, 94, 94, 94. Love you. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the super, super, super freaking long sub. You are only half a year away from the wild 100-month mark now. And it is the Chewy94 sub. Thank you, mate. Jingles, hello. Welcome. Michael's here as well. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Right. Yeah, we'll talk all about Saturday and tomorrow night and everything. We'll do that in cruise. Remind me when we're in cruise and we'll discuss it. Right, let's have a look. So, we are Lufty 803 today out of Stockholm Arlanda to Frankfurt. I don't know what Lufty used for a cost index. I've just gone with 20. So, that's what we said. Zero fuel weight today. We're expecting 66.9, so just shy of 67 tons for our takeoff weight. Takeoff weight is 73.5. The max is 75.5, so we're 2 tons off max takeoff weight today. Sorry, that's landing weight. That's landing weight. Takeoff weight is 78.8, so we're well below max takeoff weight. But we're only 2 tons below max landing weight today, if we get in perfectly on schedule, which I don't think we will. And Tyler, another one. We're through a level 2 hype train. You guys are amazing. Do you recommend GSX? Yes, I do. Yes. Tyler, thank you so much for the 4-month sub. Very, very kind of you indeed. Keeping on going with the tier 1. It's a 4-month streak as well. Thank you, my friend. Welcome back. Cheers, bud. So, what are we flying? So we're going flight level 360 today out on a Nosley 5 Lima departure. And then we're expecting a Kerax 5 Delta arrival into Frankfurt later on this evening. Flight time should be about an hour and 45 minutes. That's if we are bang on schedule. Like, bang on schedule. I don't think we will be with how busy it's going to be. So for that, as you can see, I've taken an extra 1 hour's worth of fuel. So we've actually we're going to be loading just shy of 11.9 tons of fuel. I've got 4 hours worth of fuel, basically, on board. Quite frankly, if we're still flying at that time, it will be past my bedtime, and I'll turn into a pumpkin if I'm up that much later. So we'll log off and land. But we've got more than enough fuel today, hopefully. Anything else to report? I'm still getting used to this Lufthansa format thing. Ah, Tang is here. You're doing this flight in 4 weeks IRL. Well, there you go, Tang. On the YouTube, first viewer of the day on YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, it looks like there's going to be some isolated CBs in the area. Lovely. So it's going to be an interesting, fun arrival. Looks like we're going to have a stonking 40-knot crosswind or so pretty much the whole way there, although that's not the same flight level. Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a crosswind, but nothing too much on the way there. Should be all right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, there we go. We're doing Tang's real-world flight. There we are. Kieran's here. Good to see you. I've been away for a few weeks. When did Phoenix release the A321? A few weeks ago. I can't remember what date it exactly was, but yeah, it was a few weeks ago. Right, fueling's doing its thing. It's going to take a little while to fuel, so we're not in a rush in that regard. Kieran, good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, we've got an alternate of Munich today, so we can divert if we really need to, but I don't really want to, if we can help it. Okay, let's go and get the aircraft set up. How's everybody's day been, though? We all good? We all had a good day so far? I've had a good day, apart from the moment I accidentally went live on Twitch when I was supposed to be recording a video. So, yeah, apart from that, I've had a good day. Yeah, it's been today went quite quick at work, actually, which is nice. Shows that I'm busy. And there's no ATC at the moment. They all bloody well logged off. Oh well. Right, 2,000 into there. We'll get a bit of lighting on. Parking brake is set, so that's all good. I'll go and get some weather. Yeah, that wasn't my finest moment earlier on, but hey, all good. Are the engine noises nice? Yeah, this thing sounds awesome. You're going to Sofia, so you're doing Stockholm Arlanda to Frankfurt, and then to Sofia. Do you know what's really weird, Tang? My other choice of route that I was going to do today was Sofia back to Frankfurt. That was going to be my other choice. That's weird. That's really weird. Jaya's here on YouTube as well. Good, I'm flying the A321 right now. Philadelphia to Seattle. Very nice. Thanks for the kind words. Enjoy your flight, buddy. Enjoy your flight. Am I using real A cars? No, I forgot to install it again. And I need to give that a go next week, don't I? Yeah. Good evening, Mag. Hello, hello. What's it with you coming online and ATC logging off? I told you, they hate me. Maxim ATC hates me. Unless I fly in like a really obscure region, like Australia, and it's the middle of the night, and they still love me and log on. It's crazy, but yeah. Doggo! Yes! Yes, it's a split stream today. It's a split stream today, this one. That's what we're calling it. You are a funny one. Oh, it's gone now, so you won't find it anyway. It's completely deleted, so I couldn't re-upload it even if I wanted to. But yeah, it's not going to happen. Am I using the Microsoft Stockholm critic asked on YouTube? No, I'm using Orbex. And Lucas with another sub. It's another Prime sub on Twitch. Thank you. Goodness gracious me, it's suddenly getting busy. Subs flying in left, right, and centre. Hello, Lucas, 22 months, all the twos. 2 months away from the 2-year mark. Thank you. And Doggo again with 5 years and an extra 2 months as well. Cheers. Thank you, friends. And Brandon with 39 months. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. It's all going on. There we go. The mask comes on there. Kane's here as well. Hello. What is real A-cars? It's a new like thing that's in beta or in testing. It's some sort of like A-car system that you can put in the Phoenix. It's pretty cool. I'll have a look at it later. We'll have a look. Almost Friday and the weekend. I know, right? Weekend vibes are almost here. And we've got another weekend stream this weekend, chat. Oh, yeah, you heard me right. We've got another weekend stream this weekend. We'll talk about that in Cruise as well. Thank you so much for all these subs. Hugely appreciated. There we go. Yeah, real A-cars. Have a look at it on there. We'll have a look at it in Cruise. Right. Let's go and fill in some details, shall we, onto here. Again, I don't know what Lufthansa used for a cost index. I'm just going for 20. I did find out what Lufthansa Cargo used on their MD-11s, though. They did use a cost index of 30. I was watching the pilot's eye video. I managed to get the pilot's eye MD-11 video, and there's a particular shot of them showing the flight plan, just the corner of a flight plan, and you can see the cost index. So I did some investigation work. So there we are. Right, flight level 360. We'll go and fill in the preliminary data today. So it's going to be 66.9. And the Mach 0 fuel weight of 25. Oops. Again, these are just preliminary figures, so they could well change with the final. Come on. There we go. And then the fuel that we're expecting today, we've not got it in yet. It says 12.2. That's what we asked for, wasn't it? Wait, that's not right. Fuel in tanks, 12,122. No. Oh, that's because the planned takeoff is 11.9. So 12.1 to 12.1 is probably actually smack bang on correct. I'm an idiot. So 12.1. And we'll double check that when that actually comes through. I don't know if there's a way on the Lufty flight plan to see what you're onboarding, because that's the planned takeoff fuel. Is there nowhere here that shows where the actual, like, block fuel is? There's got to be. There's got to be. 74 days on the countdown. It's crazy, isn't it? It's getting ever closer now. It's wild. Lilo's here on Twitch as well. Hello. And we got Robert as well on YouTube. Hi, Chewy. Love your channel from South Africa. Hey, Robert. Good to see you. Thanks so much for tuning in. And thanks for the kind words. Hello from England to you. Thanks, bud. This Mars battery still going long. How long is that? 7 years? Oh, it's been a ridiculous amount of time. I can't remember now. It's got to be over 7 years, I'm pretty sure. Carbon, hello. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope the family are well. Yeah, we're all good. Thank you, mate. We're all good. We're all good. It's because block is PIC choice and you enter... okay, got you. Navar, got you. Lilo's just doing Nice to Munich. Very nice. Have you booked the release day off work? God, no. I think I'd be fired if I did that. Right, let's go and load wins in as well, because we can get that data. Oh my god, there's even more. It's Riley back for 67 months. Hello. Riley, thank you for the 67 months of support with the tier 1. Good to see you. Another Twitch sub. My goodness me. Good afternoon. Hello. Oh, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Thank you for tuning in on your birthday. I hope you're having a lovely 30th. I celebrated my 30th this year as well. It's a daunting moment, but I hope it's a good birthday for you. Thank you, mate. Right, weather. So this was issued at 1650 Zulu. Winds 110 degrees, 5 knots. Cav okay. Temperature 23, dew point 13. QNH today is 1028. So let's see if the sim agrees. Yay, it does. 1028, which is set once, twice, and 3 times. Beautiful. They were departing off of 08 earlier. Again, we did have ATC, so I wasn't going to check. But we will now. Yeah, there you go. Ooh, that's not the one I wanted to click. If I can click this. There we go. So they're departing off... we're going to depart off of 08 today at Stockholm. Steve on YouTube says, greetings and salutations from CYXX in British Columbia, Canada. Hey. 2 of my colleagues in... pretty sure they're in British Columbia. It's Vancouver's British Columbia, isn't it? I'm going to offend people from Canada if I've got that wrong now. But I'm pretty sure it is. My brain's playing tricks on me. It is, yeah. So 2 of my colleagues on my team at work are from British Columbia, Vancouver area. Right, here is our routing then. Is there any other options out of here? Nosley. That's off of different runways and that's off of different runways. Okay. So it's going to be the Nosley 5 Lima departure today. So straight out to Sierra Alpha 412, a swinging turn out to the north and then around to the west and eventually turning south en route to Nosley. Initial climb is 5,000 feet today, which is also our transition altitude. So let's go and stick that in the box. Departure 08. Nosley. Oh, am I missing it? I've just gone straight past it. That's why. Nosley 5 Lima. And then I'll worry about the arrival when we're airborne, I think. Hey, Hisham, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for that random piece of knowledge. Well, it was just because somebody in my YouTube chat said that they were the greetings from British Columbia. So I was saying I know colleagues there. Hello there. Bog12, thanks for the follow. Hello, welcome, welcome. Good, right, so let's go and stick 5,000 in. And fueling's complete. So we'll stick the seatbelt signs on. There we go. Gary and the crew getting rid of the fueling truck. Beautiful stuff. Right, whilst they do their job, I'll continue with mine. Look at that beauty, isn't it a stunning livery? I had to go in this livery today. I just had to. What we'll do is we're going to do a secondary flight plan. We'll go and copy the active. And I'm just going to leave it as is. I would put an arrival back into here if we needed to return, but I'm going to copy this over now because we'll put different runway setups into here. No. Turning you off at the moment, no offense. Is the scenery out? It most certainly is. There should be a command for it on Twitch. And I'll link it into YouTube as well. So yeah, if you guys want to pick up the scenery, it's now available on the Aerosoft website. There you go. Add to shopping cart. You can add it and buy it now. Aerosoft Frankfurt is available. I think it came out at about 1:30 p.m. UK time today-ish. So there we go. Chewy, can you help out a poor UK YouTuber? What's that for, Steve? I don't know if I'm particularly familiar with who that is and what you want me to help out with. I have planes and aviation on my mind 24/7. Should I be worried? Never. Never. It's never a bad thing. Right, I'll go and do some preliminary performance figures. So, Stockholm Arlanda 08 dry. Flap config optimal. Force token no. Anti-isoft no. Packs on. We'll sync with the prelim figures. There's the weather. And do we want any intersection data? No, it's a pretty short runway actually. X-ray 2. So we want full length. So flap 2 with a flex of 49 is going to give us 141, 146 and 148 today. Send to the MCDU. So if we go across to here, 141, 146, 148. Transition is 5,000. That's correct. ATC's just logged on. Nice. So we'll go and chat to them in a moment. Flap 2. Beautiful. So, yeah. ATC has actually just logged on, which is awesome. So we can go and get our clearance through them. Let's go and check the ATIS. Why hasn't that come through? There is an ATIS for Stockholm Arlanda. Whatever. It's Information Echo. Runway 08 in use. And we've got Arlanda approach on 126655. I got an NSFS update and the change log was error. Really? Can you get a screenshot of that? Maybe Sobo didn't upload it. 126655. It's Information Echo. Arlanda, good evening. Lufthansa 803, A321 on stand 10 with Information Echo. Clearance, please, to Frankfurt. It wasn't a big update? Yeah, it was just nav data and world update stuff today. Oh, lovely. Last station calling, that was just static. No noise, no voice at all. I'm guessing that was the controller. Right, whilst we wait for the controller, we can also go and have a look at the taxi procedures. Yeah, I think it's the controller. That's fine, they're just going to check. So one thing that's really important to know out of...
Lufthansa 803, Stockholm, ready to check.
5 out of 5, Lufthansa 803.
Perfect, thank you very much. Lufthansa 803, cleared Frankfurt via Digley, 3 Romeo departure.
Oh.
Climb 5,000 feet. squawk 4734.
Digley 3 Romeo departure, initial climb 5,000 feet, squawk 4734, Lufthansa 803.
Lufthansa 803, read correct.
Okay, so we've got a different SID. Nice, so let's go and check that out. So let's do this first. So one thing that's really important to note at Arlanda that lots of people don't know is that they don't give you taxi instructions for what taxiways to take. You're expected to know it from the charts. And it's really easy to do, actually, because you'll see it on the thingamajiggy, the charts here, so you can see the arrows. So depending on which direction we push back in, we'll either go Zulu Mike and then X-ray to X-ray 2, or Zulu November and then X-ray and X-ray 2 today. So you can see the arrows and see what direction you taxi on for the departure routes. So that's really, really helpful. Right, sorry, I actually need to have that up. So it was a Digley, did he say? Digley 3 Romeo departure today. Ah! Oh, well, that's a bit nicer, actually. That turns us straight to the south. So it's straight out to Sierra Alpha 418. A right-hand turn. We've got a couple of restrictions for speed and altitude there, but nothing too much to worry about. And then it goes to Sierra Alpha 717, and then Digley, and then Nosley by the looks of things. That's the 5 Quebec with the 3 Romeo. So we won't have 727, it's 717 today. Okay, so let's go and change that. Pop that in. There we go. See, this is why it's nice to have ATC, because now we're on the correct departure. So, 08, and we'll just flick this across. Digley 3 Romeo. And then we'll double check to make sure that links up with Nosley. Yes, it does. All it's going to do is just get flight plan discontinuity there. So we'll just get rid of that. And there we are. We're back on course now. Perfect. So that's easy enough. It should be quite a short taxi for us, as I say, because the runway that we're departing on is directly behind us. Squawk 4734, that's in the box. Initial climb 5,000 feet is in the box as well. So they're all set. So all we really need to do now is just get our final load sheet and then update the init B page with any changes and any performance changes that we need to do. And we're rocking and rolling. So I'm actually going to start the APU up because we're not far away from pushback. Your Aerosoft VDGS does not start anymore now as fine before install of Frankfurt. Yeah, I had to do an update on the Aerosoft 1 scenery, Aerosoft 1 installer for Frankfurt. I don't know if that like helps it or anything, or whether they need to put out another update, whether it's broken or something. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. You can see we've just got that last baggage belt now to load in. And then GSX will have done its job. So, yeah, the runway that we're departing on is just there. There's X-ray 2. So, a nice short taxi out of Arlanda. And then we'll have a sunset departure. Oh, yeah! And I've actually done a thing. I need to turn PA on. Because I've actually done a Phoenix sound thingy for once. Yeah, I don't get the GSX config on this thing. I'm just using the default one. Yeah, I did a Lufthansa PA pack thingy for the Phoenix. There we are. Yay, it's working. Oh, yes, and I need to upload my... Can somebody remind me, when we're in cruise, I need to upload my Phoenix A321 IAE views to my Discord server. Because this is the first time we're flying the A321 IAEs.
Just a reminder about hand luggage. Small bags may be kept underneath the seat in front of you. All other items must be placed...
So I need to upload these to my Discord server.
Appreciate your assistance by closing the overhead lockers once they are completely full. If your seat...
Little Scandi 319, is it, or is it 320?
All your items must be placed into an overhead locker, as the floor area
It's a 320.
around the seat must be kept completely clean. Your seat belts can now be fastened for departure.
Beautiful. Right, there's our final load sheet. So this is all working out very nicely with timing. So 66.9 and 25.0. Good. So no changes need to be made there. So we can accept this. And we can just make sure that there's absolutely nothing that we need to change there. The map tower's slightly changed, but nothing else. So all the figures are valid. So we're happy. Yeah, it looks wild at the moment, AV Nerds. One of my friends is a captain based out of Leeds, Bradford, and he showed me the METAR earlier, and it looked ridiculous. So we can stick the APU bleed on. And we can disconnect the external power now. And then we can actually get ready to push back. So beacon light on, all the doors are closed. Whoops. I'll just let this do its thing. Come on. No, I don't want to interrupt the pushback. We're going squawk mode Charlie. That's on above, so that's all set. Yeah, we're ready.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Captain. We are ready for the pushback. We are ready for the pushback. Turns out I didn't have any of the updates installed. Oh, really, Flying Me? Yeah, if you folks have loaded into the sim today and you've got a small update, like I think it was about a 330 or so meg update, it's obviously new AirAC day, so the new AirAC got uploaded into the sim, and I think there were a couple of bits and bobs for a few World Hub airports as well, so not a big update. Oh, there's a Finnair. It's logged on next to us. Hello there.
Locking gear.
And we'll see what direction we get for the pushback. I feel like the earlier we get going, the better chance we get into Frankfurt with ATC.
Fox 30 info echo, the request clearance to Amsterdam.
Standard I've got a standard pushback. Hopefully that's correct.
Scan 11557.
I won't select anything yet.
Cleared Schiphol via Albany 3.
Shift V. I honestly don't ever use it, so I've got no idea what Shift V even does. What does Shift V even do?
BME 3 Romeo 5000 feet 0455 Scandinavia 1557. Scanner 1557, read back correct.
Lufthansa 803, stand 10, request push and start.
Lufthansa 803, pushback is start approved.
Push and start approved, Lufthansa 803. Okay,
Release parking brakes.
we're ready to go. Good evening, Aviation Jack here on YouTube. Hello.
Good evening, Lufthansa
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at
Plane spotting in Arlanda. Oh, nice. Open the VDGS to left shift V. No items to display. I've never used that before, have I? Right, off block time is 25. We are ready to get this show on the road.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
It's a tight pushback. Oh, God, look at that. Look at Gary just walking straight towards the engine. Oh, he's fine. He's okay. He's a pro. He's a pro. Gary's done this before. Right, let's go and start engines. Ignition start. Starting number 2. I knew it was going to call me to say that is it idle, Phoenix? It is idle, I promise you. Why aren't you starting?
Meine Damen und Herren, einen guten Nachmittag und nochmal herzlich willkommen an diesem Flug. Wir zeigen Ihnen jetzt ein Video.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I've got pressurized, I've just not got N2 at the minute. Ah, there we go, EGT, now we got N2. Go. Is it N1? Sorry, no, we're on the... I know why I was reading things weird. It's because N1's at the bottom, isn't it? Because we're in the IAEs, that's why. That's why. Yeah, Gary's just got no fear. The Phoenix cabin crew change accent depending on the location. Oh, really? Oh, what? With the GSX thing? You can smell the jet fuel from here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tow truck disconnected.
Yeah, that's
Point has
GSX
been
that does that.
removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Right, avail on number 2. Starting number 1. Oh, that sound.
Schließen Sie jetzt Ihren Sicherheitsgurt und ziehen Sie ihn fest. Fasten your seatbelt and pull it tight. Ist ein Schultergurt vorhanden?
Okay, I need to remember to install sound packs. They're actually so cool. They're so immersive.
Kindly attach it for takeoff and landing. Da jederzeit Turbulenzen auftreten können, sind Sie
I forgot how easy they are to install as well.
Sitzplatz eingenommen haben. As turbulence can occur at any time, you are required to fasten your seatbelt whenever you are seated. Um sich wieder loszuschnallen.
Oh, the sound of the engine starting.
But I can't get it to plug into something.
Beziehungsweise drücken Sie die Taste.
Or press the button respectively.
Dieses Flugzeug hat 8 Notausgänge. Sie sind
Cool. You can feel the bass of the engine, I know, right? With my old audio mixer, I used to have a dial to control bass and everything, and I used to just crank it all the way for the stream. Okay, avail on number 1. So 2 good engine starts, which is what we like to see. So after start flow, APU bleed off, APU master switch off, predicted wind shear on, ground spoilers, armed, engine mode switch back to norm. We're going flap 2 today. Trim is going to be up 1.1, and I'm going to do a flight control check before we taxi because it's a pretty short taxi today. Water rate max. Let's do flight controls here. So left. When's the release party? Now! It's out! The party's started. Can you not tell? Pull up. Pull down. Nobody's adding you on Discord, mate. Nobody's adding you on Discord, buddy. Alright. Pull left, pull right. That is all good. Okay, GSX is clear. So we should just be going... No, that's not what I want. So we are going to go, hopefully, Zulu, Mike, X-Ray, and X-Ray 2. Lufthansa 803, request taxi.
Lufthansa 803, taxi to 1 runway 08.
Taxi holding point 08, Lufthansa 803. So as you can see, as I say, they don't give you taxi instructions here. They just say taxi to the runway because you're expected to know where to go. So we're going to go first right, Zulu, Mike, then X-Ray and X-Ray 2. Okay. So we begin taxi clearance, taxi light on, parking brake released. Add a bit of power in. Oh, yes. Now, I'm not going to rush on this taxi because we need to wait for the cabin. That's going to wait for us. Thank you very much, Mr. Little. I mean, you're going to get ripped off by my engine, but it's thanks at least for waiting for us. Hey, Don Waldy. Hello, mate. How you doing? Is that an MD-11? It is! Oh, there's a lofty MD-11 flying in. Still pondering about that. I know, right? I need to work out how the hell I'm going to open my specialita. The screw is broken. I know, Shamrock. I know.
Uniform arrival, runway 12, descent flight level 900. Okay, so direct P7 and join from P7 to Tinka.
I hope you guys don't mind that I've got the PA stuff on in the flight deck. It's probably not realistic, but it's quite cool hearing it.
Tinka 8 uniform arrival, runway 12.
Oh, hello, Tail. Naughty.
Sorry, Tinka 8 uniform arrival for Bratan 71 Delta. 7 Delta correct, and descent flight level 980. And descent level 980 for Bratan 71 Delta. Lufthansa 803, runway 08, right side departure, clear for takeoff.
And Lufthansa 803, do you mind if we hold X-ray 2? We just got to wait for the cabin.
Lufthansa 803, copy, yeah, there's no worries, there's no one behind you, so you can just go when you're ready.
Perfect, that's fine. When ready, clear for takeoff, runway 08 with the right antenna, Lufthansa 803. Lovely, there we go. So we'll just wait for the cabin. We'll do things properly.
Scanner 11557, pushback is start approved. Push is start approved, 1557.
Right, nice stop. So we'll take the taxi light off for a moment whilst we're not moving. And we'll go and give the cabin a call and be like, oi, hurry up. Takeoff test is normal. FS Labs are doing the 321 at the moment, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. So it's saying cabin ready. We're not getting the call, but I don't know whether they actually call up, so we'll go. It might be that with this, they don't actually call. It just shows cabin ready on the ECAM memo. So we'll go and give a double ding on the seatbelts and let them know that we're ready. Okay, TARA, that's all on. That's all ready to go. Lights are all on. We're ready to fly. Oh, this just looks gorgeous. What a sexy... I'm so glad I chose to fly this livery today. Ah. Hello. Thank you. Bit of luck, 'cause we're on the runway. Right. I'm not going to keep the aircraft rolling. We will spool up because it's relatively short runway and we're pretty heavy today. Let's set a nice view as well, shall we? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right, are we ready then? Let's do this thing. Chrono. Effects running. Oh, they should be.
Got that 7 on Delta descent, altitude 5,000 feet.
Okay, stable, take off.
5,000 feet and Canadian.
Manflex, SRS, runway, order thrust to blue. 100 knots. One. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Nav. Oh! Yes! Just yes! Just yeah, that's it, just yes. I don't need to say anything else, really, do I? Press climb, climb. Well, I'm glad we chose our lander, and I'm glad we chose to set the time back by an hour. I'll catch up with Chan in just a moment.
Quebec and X-ray for Hotel 08, 1557.
Don't know if I've ever told you folks, but I really like this simulator. Not too sure if I've ever mentioned it. Oh, hello there, plane. Who's that? Oh, that's the Lufty Cargo. Where are you, friend? Come back. Oh, yes. Sorry. That's the Lufty Cargo there. Okay, flaps 1.
Scanner 728, wind 09 and 03,
AP1.
Scanner 08, come take off.
There's the airport. That looks stunning.
Lufthansa 803, report optive.
That's right, 03 airborne passing 3,200.
Lufthansa 803, thank you, radar contact. High speed approach,
Nice.
flight level 180.
Flight level 180, high speed. That's 803, thanks.
Lufthansa 8262, descent altitude 2,500 feet, QNH.
So let's speed up and we'll go flap 0. So open climb. And then we'll set this 250. So 250 open climb. Slats have gone back. Oh, look at that. It's farewell our lander. Oh, we're going to have to fly back into our lander at some point soon. It's been way too long since we've been here. Will MSFS 2024 be available on day 1 release on Xbox? Yeah, of course it will.
Line up on 08 and away.
Of course it'll be on Xbox day 1. Farewell, our lander. Always a pleasure. We will be back soon, I am sure. Okay, let's pull for standard. So, standard set. Ground spoilers can be disarmed. Flaps are out the way. Take away some of the lights. Gorgeous. Now, if I'm not mistaken... Yeah, with where we are, we could go back into managed. Good. I will, I'll catch up with messages in just a sec, folks. There's quite a lot of questions coming in.
Runway 08, right, turn departure, super takeoff, Scandinavia 1557.
Beautiful. Yeah, MSFS Game Pass on day 1. Yeah, that's already confirmed. CDM controller and is that right? Thanks for the follows. Thanks. 2 secs.
180 and thank you for the high speed, Scandinavia 228.
Yeah, day 1 Game Pass, that's already been confirmed. You need to make sure that you're on the correct Game Pass tier, but it will be on there. Yeah, I might be a bit biased because I work for them, but I mean, I love the sim just as much regardless. Sure. What's the pitch on the initial takeoff? Yeah, about 15 degrees nose up. Just follow the flight director. Yeah, so if you've already got Game Pass, then yeah, you just get it. You just install it when it releases. Nice and simple, right? Who do I work for? I'm not just pointing at my man boobs, by the way. I was pointing at the logo. So I'm one of the community managers for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Right, there's 10. Lights off. It's nice and smooth. Seatbelt signs off as well. Lovely jubbly. We're on our way. Pitch oscillation bug? No, mate. Oh, that's a nice shot. I didn't even plan that shot. I just went to the drone cam and that's what it is. Look at that.
Clear direct Rigum.
Direct Recon 728.
Sorry, Heartfang. Yes, you're very correct. Nick says nice departure on YouTube. Thanks, Nick. The livery is vile. Sorry? What? How is this livery vile? This is the most gorgeous retro livery of retro liveries. Josh, hello, good to see you. Hey, nice. Ben, you need to go to Specsavers. You need to go to Specsavers. That is a crime. Yeah, how dare you? And Nabil on YouTube also says, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. To be fair, there's not many retro liveries that are vile. I was watching Jamie's stream the other day, and he went to Skardu in the PIA 727, and it looked insanely good. My favourite... I know it's a boring choice, but my favourite retro livery is Landor. Nothing beats Landor. BA 747 Landor. Just, yep, that's it. That's all you need in life. I've just realised how warm it is in the cabin. I'm just going to turn these down a little bit. 26 degrees in the cabin. They'll be feeling a little bit toasty. Although summer has officially ended now. For those of you who are living in the UK and have seen the weather that's passed through today, summer's officially over. That's it. Summer's gone. It's finished. Landor a bit meh. Oh my god, this is a very contentious day. No, summer's finished in the UK. It's over. It's done. It's gone. I've just accepted fate now. It's finished. Oh, nice, Josh. Some of the US-based retro ones are amazing. Yeah.
Lufthansa 803, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Lufthansa 803. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll turn the PA thing off for now. Let's get some music on, shall we?
270728.
Scanner 728, contact Helsinki 132.725.
So 280.
132.725.
And we have got some traffic ahead of us, actually. Are they also going to Frankfurt? Oh, no, they're not.
Contact Sweden 127.755.
127755, Lufthansa 803. Good evening.
Good evening.
127755. We got a bit more ATC. Hey.
4576. So 6 is the last number in this block.
So it's Malmo.
76 Scandinavian 95.
Scandinavian 862. Contact.
Are they? We'll see if they're TBDLC capable as well. Let me have a look. Are you ready for a slideshow? I hope it's not going to be too bad, but if it is, then it is. I don't think they've got anything. I'll call it anyway. Malmo, good evening. Lufthansa 803 overhead Nosley through flight level 176 for 280, and we are CPDLC capable today.
Lufthansa 803 has been hello identified. Sadly, I'm not CPDLC available today, but climb flight level 360.
I'm only slightly disappointed. That's no problem. Flight level 360, thanks. Lufthansa 803. There we go. Flight level 360, that's our final level. Beautiful. We'll just have to listen to their sultry Swedish tones. And there we are. Beautiful. Jamie, right, okay, we've got a serious discussion to have. I've got some beef. There's some flight sim drama in the flight sim community. Are you ready? Are you ready for the flight sim drama? I'm going to call him out. We're going to have a boxing match and take all of your money and not actually be professional boxers. I've got some beef with Jamie because he was talking about genuinely playing Christmas music in October on his stream earlier on. It wasn't even a joke. Like, you could tell he was being deadly serious about it. About getting the Christmas music going in October. I'm sorry, but that... It's bad enough he's a Tottenham fan, but, I mean, that's just a crime against humanity. That is just a crime against humanity, that is, Mr. Jamie Payne. Sort yourself out, boy. Sort yourself out.
1 kilo departure, 4,000 feet.
October is full Instagram pumpkin spice latte season. Not Mariah Carey season.
That was 0223667.
And November 667, Aerosoft 1 kilo butter. And 4,000 feet initial.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
1
believe
kilo
it, I tell
and
you.
4,667.
November 667, is that correct? And in for...
Nabil on YouTube says this retro livery is gorgeous. It's a stunner, isn't it? It looks absolutely beautiful. And Lou as well, the last US Airways cactus livery. Yes. Yeah, US Airways, yes. There's honestly, I think like retro liveries are some of the best liveries that we've got. I don't know. It's going to be crazy when the liveries that we've been used to for ages are the retro liveries, like Iceland Air with their new interesting one. And even like the now old Lufthansa livery, you know. So, yeah. Oh, you're a paramedic based at Johannesburg. Oh, really? Oh, Robert, I've got a background in the medical industry. I didn't quite get to paramedic level, because that requires a university degree normally here in the UK. But I used to work for a lot of private medical companies and was a volunteer with South Central Ambulance Service here in the UK. So, that's awesome, man. Why waiting until October? Why not start now? Do you guys realise? I mean, I'm not really one for believing in, like, this kind of stuff, but it is really bad luck to sing Christmas music when it is not Christmas time. You guys know the rule on my channel, 1st of December. As soon as 1st of December rolls in, you know, the lights go up on the overlay, the Christmas tunes are playing, and we get festive. But any time before that, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but no. Absolute crime. Absolute crime. Do you know what isn't a crime, though? The fact that Sangil is back for a year. Happy anniversary, mate. Happy anniversary. Welcome back. Thank you very, 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 very much indeed. Cheers for the tier 1 and for the 12 months. I appreciate you, buddy. I hope you are well. Happy anniversary, mate. I mean, this is I don't get it with Christmas as well. Everybody's getting excited for Christmas. Why are you excited for the sun setting at 4 p.m? Like, come on. It was such horrible weather today that I genuinely... Oh, I wore a hoodie today for the first time in months. Well, actually, no, I wore a hoodie when we were in Devon, but that was because it was so darn windy. But, like, at home, I wore a hoodie at home for the first time in months today, and it felt depressing as hell. I've got blackout curtains here in the studio. I closed my blackout curtains, and it didn't make a difference to the ambient lighting in the room. That's how depressing it is. Just awful. Just give me summer. Just let me move somewhere where it's just sun. Let me move there. Yeah, 23:59 on the 31st, oh no, 30th of November, whatever the last day in November is. That's a crime. 000000001 on December the 1st, it's fine. They're correct. I can't wait for Dark Nights, it's all cozy. Becca, I saw something on hello, by the way. I saw something on Instagram earlier on of like, there's already like pumpkin stuff in at Dunelm, and I was like, oh god, I'm not sending that to Becca, otherwise she'll go and spend all her money there.
Sweden Control,
Yeah.
good evening, Finnair 9er, Charlie Alpha,
Yeah.
level 350, inbound Dastus.
Awful. Awful. Thank you again, Sandra, for the sub, mate. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, there you go, Heartfang, that's it. Hashtag Flight Sim Drama. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's fine. NFL's back this weekend. Becca, from 9 p.m. on Sunday evening, I'm afraid I am going to be preoccupied with the Seahawks' first game of the season. Just as a heads up, babe. Just as a heads up. Oh, right. I suppose I should get... Well, should I put an ETA in? It's going to be about an hour and 30... If we're on schedule, it's going to be an hour and 30 minutes until landing. If we are on schedule. Which I will be incredibly impressed with. So what time is that going to be? It's going to be... 18:20... Well, it's going to be 9... Well... Should we say about 19:25 if we're on time, Zulu? That's like about 8:30 p.m. UK time. That's if we're on schedule. And I don't think we will be, but we'll put it up there anyway. You've pulled both muscles in your thighs. So I'm feeling sorry for myself. Is there any point where you are ever functioning, like, well? Darling. You've either pulled a muscle, or you're ill again, or... And I thought I was bad at getting ill all the time. Oh dear. Hot water bottles on each thigh. There you go.
Control, good evening.
What is it and what is it? Have a look on Google Jingles. Have a look.
Sweden Control, Eurowings 165.
Hey, it's Mitch on the YouTube with a membership. Thank you for the 5 months, mate. Howdy. I'll put the mask on for you. I'm sorry that I haven't got the full jingle and the proper alert still set up. It's a faff on YouTube. To copy it across from Twitch anyway. Mate, thank you very much for the 5 months membership on YouTube. God, have I really been streaming on YouTube for that long? Fair. Thank you, mate. Have you played the new Harry Potter Quidditch game yet? No, I haven't. I might see if I can download it this weekend. Is it on Game Pass? Maybe I could download it at Becca's house, download it on the Xbox and let the girls play, because they might enjoy that. Let my stepdaughters have a go at it. They might really enjoy that. It's not. I'll have to see. Tried following your manual for the FSLTL, but I can't find the... Strange. Oh, that's not my manual. I didn't make that, by the way. It's a faff. But yeah. What are your thoughts on AI? Do you use it to get stuff done, flight ideas? I use it... I mean, I feel like I'm very much behind the curve with AI. I feel like I should be spending a lot more time, like, learning about AI and utilizing it. I'll be honest with you, I utilize it at work, but only for the most minor things. Like, if I've got a really, really, really bad case of writer's block for... the weekly screenshot challenge, I will go on ChatGPT and get it to come up with some suggestions for a theme for a scrandshot challenge. That's it. That's all I've ever used like ChatGPT and AI for. I'm very much behind the curve on AI, and I don't really utilize it for anything at all. The most I've done with AI is that Suno website to make a song, which is just hilarious. And I remember I once went on a spree of making loads of images of crazy wild coffee machines. But that's about it, so... yeah. Wait, what? So apparently you can get it to set up a date night for you. Say we're going to Oxford, it can set up a full itinerary. Oh, really? Oh, nice. Can we utilize AI for us to pick out a film to watch? Sorry, pass a message for 803.
You probably got some streamer privilege here right now, but Bremen asked me to send you direct Delta Foxtrot 437. So direct Delta Fox 437.
Roger, direct Delta Fox 437, if that's 803, thanks. Where the hell is that? Where are we just... That's probably on the star, isn't it? We just got a direct there.
And north there.
What the hell? What's that about? That's I've got to program in the star. Okay, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to program in an ILS Yankee 07. I'm just going to get the arrival in. Let's just do that first, and then we can work from there. What the hell? It should be a Kerax 5 Delta, right? Yeah. I haven't put in everything there. I just want to get this direct in. What the heck? How many nautical miles is that? Chat. That's a 520 nautical mile direct. I think that's probably one of, if not the biggest directs I've ever got. What the hell is that about? Wow. Okay, well, there we go.
Sweden Control, very good evening. Club Kansas 47 Echo.
Yeah, can AI also pay the bill for date now? Oh, I know, right. I know. Oh, Bennett says, nice shortcut incoming. You predicted it, man. You can see in the future. You are welcome. Well, that's very kind.
Good evening, Scandinavia 19
That's
Foxtrot,
very
flight level
kind.
370,
Goodness
inbound
me. I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, but I mean, Hartfang, like a 500-mile direct on a flight that's only an hour and 45 minutes.
47 Echo.
47 Echo, squawk 0424.
Beautiful. I don't like how close I am to Coffin Corner here.
Lufthansa 47 Echo and requesting
Or like the low end of the speed band. Don't like that.
The Tidbur to Alpha arrival, runway 04 left. Descent flight level 100.
Descent 100.
That is wild. So, I mean, I guess we might as well just get some stuff for the arrival, just kind of like, not, I don't want to say prep, but let's go.
Radar, good evening. Tango climbing to flight level 125.
So there is an ILS Zulu for 07 left. We'll check the ATIS. Oh, Tom! Hey, Tom, thank you for the 20 months. Good to see you, bud. Hello, mate.
And
Thank you so much for the 20 months. I appreciate you a lot, my dude. I hope you're doing good and having a good day. Chat, I've got to speed this up. We are getting seriously close. Look at how close it's getting to the bottom of the speed tape. Is it? Should we not be at flight level 360? It's probably my fault because I manually selected 360. So it's most likely the fact that I've done that. Yeah, recommended max is 368. Optimum is 350, so we probably should have only gone to 340, to be honest. But... Look at the EPR and everything. We are slamming these engines. Whoops.
Speed up when we control airspace, since now we just overtook 3 aircraft, but...
So that's my own fault. Thank you so much, Tom. Yeah, all good, buddy. Keep him busy, mate. Keep him busy. Yeah, so we're not... Well, so Doggo, it's picked up the registration. And this aircraft now flies for Eurowings. It was transferred from Lufthansa to Eurowings. Are you using frame gen? Yes, I'm on a RTX 4090 graphics card, so yes, I do use frame generation. Yeah, the engines are pushing it. What was I going to say? So, what will the ATIS say for Frankfurt? Because it might give us Frankfurt arrival information. Expect ILS Yankee approach 07 left. So I need to just make sure that I get the right transition. So Delta Foxtrot 454 is what I should put in. Right, there's Mark Alt Cruise. We're going to have to speed up. So approach via Delta Foxtrot 454. Select that. And then if I go onto the plan page, that should show correctly now. Beautiful. And then we'll do a secondary flight plan based off of that with 07 right. So I'll show you that in a little bit. Okay, so just because, well, so basically what I've done, I selected manually to go to flight level 360 for this flight. We probably should have only done flight level 340 really with what we've got there, but that's fine. We're all good at just selecting 0.77. To be fair, I don't know if I should probably go 0.78 just because of the... I still feel like we're quite close with the band there. So we might just do that, and that just sets us up nicely, and then we're good. Chatting on Twitch, watching on YouTube on the big screen. No worries! Oh, thank you, Tom. That's really kind of you, dude. Thank you, mate. Eurowings remove this livery. I know, right? I know. Do Eurowings don't have any special liveries, do they? I don't think it exists.
136, 485, 45,
By the way, chat, there's a very good chance that we're going to have full ATC for this flight if they all stay online. So here's us here. We're with Malmo currently. And then it looks like Bremen's given us an absolutely stonking direct. And then, yeah. How's it looking at the moment at Frankfurt? Let's go and have a look, shall we? So there's 45 departures on the ground. and 145 arrivals.
1 second, 47 echo.
Oh. Well, hopefully they stay online for us. There's me there. I'm hoping we'll be, like, near the end of the wave. I don't know. Whatever. It's going to be fun. Rip my frames. Rip my frames. 7.8 always good with the Airbus, Nathaniel says on YouTube. Yeah, nothing wrong with Mach 0.78. Does the job, doesn't it? I think we were supposed to originally be at Mach 0.75, but it's my own fault for selecting the wrong cruise altitude. Ah, GT, 39 months. Thank you so much, mate. Very, very kind of you. Another sub. And it's for 39 months. 3 years and another 3 months on top. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much, my friend. That's very, 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 very kind of you. Welcome back. The number 8 for departure. I bet it's crazy, isn't it? But it's crazy. Right, 2 seconds, Chad. Just need to check my messages.
We are direct good. Flight level 370.
What is this?
Start of descent to flight level 160.
Oh my god, Becca's sending me loads of AI things now.
And you can proceed killing and when ready, flight level 160.
Becca is sending me date ideas via AI.
And they're killing, and we will descend start at 160 under the postman 21 time.
There we go. What should I eat for dinner? Ask AI. Yeah, why are you asking me? Ask AI. It's your new best friend. New best friend, right?
Squawk 5207, frequency 5.
By the way, folks, complete side note and complete sellout moment just for a second here. For those of you who don't know, we're currently sponsored with AMD. Just actually for the next few days. So we were all the way throughout August and then going into a bit of September as well. We've got a campaign on with AMD at the moment. They've got their brand new 9000 series CPUs, which are available for you all. And they've got some pre-built computers here that you can configure and do some cool stuff with and go and change things around if you want to via the PC Specialist website. So if you are interested in the 9000 series CPUs and you want something to add to your PC or you're looking at configuring something, go and check it out. No worries if not, but yeah, you can go and configure some stuff. And you can see they've got different types here. So we've got the 9600, the 9700, and then there's the 9900X CPUs from AMD, 9900X being the flagship one, which is pretty darn awesome. I'm going to be looking at getting the X3D CPUs, the 9000 range X3D CPUs when they come around. So I'm looking forward to picking one of those up myself and upgrading to those for longevity in the sim. But yeah, go and check it out if you want. Very much appreciate them supporting the channel. They've done it on a number of occasions this year. It's been really awesome of them to be involved. So yeah, there we go. AI is a very weird thing for me. It's a daily discussion at work. Yeah. I don't know, like, I've never really, I just feel like I'm very much behind the curve on it. Like, I'm aware of AI and some of the things that it's capable of, but I don't want to start relying on it. I feel like it takes away skills. Like, if I started relying on AI loads at work, I think it would really, like, I would lose my touch with work, and I'm sure there might be some things where AI might be able to do something a bit better than I could, but like, I don't know. You can, especially with written things, I can tell it when it's AI written from a mile away still. So, we had some applications for a volunteer moderator role open, and obviously I'm not going to go into detail about anything, but you could tell the applications that were AI written. You could just tell. So yeah, maybe I could like utilize AI a little bit more for productivity things in some areas, but I don't know. Yeah, I've just not explored it too much. Yeah. Michael, and that's not my job and role to do, so I wouldn't need to do that.
Honda 47 Echo, go ahead.
One would not need to do
Honda 47
that.
Echo after Tidbu.
One would not
After
need to do
Tidbu,
that.
fly heading 270 and you can expect vectors 04.
Beautiful. I'm still getting over that direct, I won't lie. I'm still getting over that direct. That was wild. Loved it. I would need something like that, but you have Rev for that. Yeah, there you go. Rev is your AI bot. Yeah. Yeah.
Motor 13, you can switch to VS.
AI is all about giving it prompts. Yeah, if you don't give it any context clues or how to speak. To be fair, the thing that worries me about AI nowadays is like education. You know, I was at university 10 years ago, and like, it was like they had tools for plagiarism and stuff then, and they ran all about like my thesis and all of my assignments and essays. It got ran through software, you know, for plagiarism purposes and stuff, and they were quite hot on it then. But nowadays, like, then, you know, you wonder how much, like, universities and things are having to pay out for tools to be able to pick up AI-written thesis and stuff. That's one thing that's got me with AI. It might not be a thing, but, you know.
119 is 405, 47 Echo.
Let's have a look. What's this Lilo's got? Oi, nice. Beautiful. Gotta love the Lufty new livery. I was close to doing the new Lufthansa livery today, but decided to go with the retro. Very nice indeed. Happy Air release day! Happy Air release day. Oh yeah, this is this real A-Cars thing. For those of you who haven't seen this yet, I'll link it again. I'm going to link it on both Twitch and YouTube. I've not tried this yet. It'll be interesting to know if any of you folks have. So, it's an add-on. I'm pretty sure it works with the Phoenix, because that looks like Phoenix displays and Phoenix text. And it's basically an open beta thing, which is receiving messages via Hoppies. So that's what we use for A-Cars with like VATSIM controllers. But it brings you like a lot more realism into things. So, you know, you can get like a different format of your final load sheet here. You can get topple information. Yeah, so prelim load sheet, final load sheet, takeoff report, landing report, aircraft change things, next leg stuff, you know, like OBT, like if there's like a space launch, natural disasters, funny messages, slot notifications, all sorts of things like that. So it's compatible currently with the Phoenix, fly-by-wire, the PMDG 777, the Horizon 787 is getting tested, the TFDI MD-11 and the Leonardo MD-80. And then they're going to look at adding things for like GSX de-icing, fuel slips for GSX, and load sheet time stuff for GSX as well. It looks really, really, really good. It's only had 15 ratings so far, but they've pretty much all been 5 stars. And it's had about, well, they've had 4.3k downloads. So it looks pretty cool. I think it looks really good. For some reason, I haven't tried it yet. I just keep forgetting. But I've been looking at it and like, ooh, actually, that sounds quite cool. And if it integrates like quite seamlessly and it's like through Hoppies and stuff, then yeah. The summary is AI generated. Pretty much every like summary on flightsim.to is AI generated. I don't remember the last time I clicked on a page on flightsim.to where a summary wasn't AI generated. I think it's an automatic thing. Nathaniel on YouTube says, your opinion, isn't AI just regurgitating whatever we feed it? So almost like phones storing our data for us and thinking it's this new thing since sliced bread. I don't know. I mean, I guess so. I'm not, as I say, I'm not really experienced enough with AI to really know. The only times I've used AI in work, as I say, is like, so for today's example, today is Thursday, so today is weekly dev update day, and one of my tasks for the dev update is to come up with a new screenshot challenge. And there'll just be some days where I'm really struggling for a theme. So the theme for this week's challenge that we just had was Mountain Tall, Canyon Deep. And then the week before, we had like a world update release, so I did a world update themed. But trying to pick a theme every single week and come up with a nice catchy title and a description for it can be difficult. So I've used ChatGPT in the past, And a lot of the times it won't really give me anything that's that great, but it'll just kind of give me a spark of an idea. And I'll change what it's spewed out and then, you know, and go from there and put a twist on it. So that's the only other time I've used AI at work. I've never used it for anything else. Have you seen Simon and Captain Joe's latest video with him visiting the 747 experience? I haven't seen the video yet, but I knew it was a thing. I knew it was a thing, yeah. I just had a harmful file detected as part of a recast file. Unsure how false positive, but your VPN stopped it before downloading. I would very much imagine it's a false positive, but you can always, like, there are quite a lot of bits of software to really go and dig deep into a file to interview, not interview, sorry, I was reading the comment below, to look at if there is actually malware or anything. Cam, have you got a link to it? I'd like to send it to the Simfest team. I don't know if Simon's put it in yet in our group chat. Thank you. Let me link it to the Simfest boys. Oh, I've got to bloody well link it. How do I do that again? Scan. Connect. Link device. Now, just work. Just scan and work. Thank you.
Airmail 4516 to report your mark number.
180, airmail 4516.
Airmail 4516, Roger. Reduce to mark decimal.
There we go. Linking it to the Simfest team. Where is he? Where's Simon? Where is he?
Actually, airmail 4516. Do the mark decimal 78.
78 4516.
I think I have 2 top X-ray. Maintain mark decimal 79er or greater.
Mark decimal 79er or greater for the 2 Papa X-ray.
Where's Simon? Simon's in this bit. There he is.
Opportunity K1213485 thank you for keeping us so far east. Bye bye.
Interview with sim expert Simon. There he is, the legend himself, the chief flight instructor. So we've got Simon a pointy stick now at the Simfest sim. He's got a nice. So if you don't know, so 744 Experience is a 747 fixed base sim based up in Manchester. Unlike the Simfest sim, they rent it out, you know, and people go and visit it and everything. It's pretty cool. And Simon, who's one of the Simfest team, he works there part-time as their chief flight instructor. Simon, obviously part of the Simfest team, and basically a walking QRH. This man has a disgusting amount of knowledge about the 747. And he just so happens to live in Manchester as well, so it works nicely for him. Because he gets guests come and visit this sim in Manchester, and he has to point things out to them. He's got like an extendable like stick thing so he can point at stuff. So we've got him one now at Simfest, but in typical Simfest fashion, it's like a pink hand. It's like an extendable metal stick thing with a pink hand on the end of it, you know. So, yeah, love it. There you go. You can see a bit. Like, you can see what it takes to run this kind of stuff. Anyway, there we go. I won't watch that now. We can watch that when we maybe got a little bit of a longer flight or anything. Although we've got a little while, but I want to get some stuff in for the arrival and enjoy the sunset as well. That's cool. It's definitely a false positive, yeah. That's why there are some... Oh, right. Oh, interesting, Navarre. Yeah, again, I'm not experienced with the AI and ChatGPT. 148 arrivals and 111 departures in Frankfurt. Yeah, I mean, there's 100... Well, there's 111 departures, but only 42 are on the ground, right? When is World Flight this year? It kicks off 5th of November. I think. It's the first... So, if you ever want to know when World Flight is, chat... No, it's not Saturday the 5th of November. That doesn't exist. World Flight is always the first full week of November. So, it's starting on the 2nd of November and finishing on the 9th of November this year. So, that means that 2025... World Flight should be the 1st of November to the 8th of November. Because that's the first full week in the month. Don't quote me on that, just in case it changes. But that's what it normally is. It's the first full week in November. So, yeah. World Flight 2024, November the 2nd till November the 9th. I will be there, but I don't know how much flying I'm going to be doing yet. Because, obviously, it's 2 weeks out from launch of MSFS 2024. So, I could be extremely busy at work. So, I'm basically going to be staying at... another one of the Simfest team lives very close to the Simfest team. They moved to their own house nearby recently. So I'm going to be living at their house with a work set up there. And then working from their house and then driving to the sim whenever I can. Talking of, he's just messaged me. Oh, apparently... In that Captain Joe video, he's got a full interview with Simon that's longer. So Simon needs a full episode on the Captain Joe channel. That's amazing.
124680
I love World Flight. And another note, when can we do a... Oh, Kieran, those channel points have just been there for years, and I've never done anything with them. I don't know what to do with them, to be honest, mate. I don't know what to do. The last World Flight in MSFS 2020. Yeah, potentially, mate. Potentially. Yeah, potentially. Which is crazy. I'm sure Gary would like to upgrade to 2024. I'm trying to see where we are with ATC. Where I don't even know if we... Oh, crap. I just closed down all my windows. Should we still be with... Oh, yeah, we're there. We're right overhead Malmo. So I need to keep an ear out for when we get swapped.
Number 667, not over, report back.
Me and your friends are doing World Flight in the full 737 sim. Yay, nice. Love it, Steve. I can't wait for World Flight. I really can't. So, yeah, as I say, I will be at World Flight. I just don't know how much flying I'm going to be doing and how much free time I'm going to have. But I will do my absolute best to be there. You know, I'm actually going to have a discussion with my boss about it tomorrow. I've got a meeting with my boss tomorrow, and I'm going to say I would really like to have this week off work. I can be, like, on call, or I can do things and try and prep for it, but still have my work stuff there and work, you know. So we'll see what needs to be done, but I will be at World Flight come what way. Even if I need to work the full week and do, like, a full 40-hour work week, I will, but I'm not missing out on World Flight. I will just work from the event. So, yeah. Hey, Matt, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, Raiders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you all. We're joining the chaos, the organised chaos at Frankfurt today with the release of the Aerosoft scenery. And we're flying from Stockholm, Arlanda. So we're in the Lufty A321 with the beautiful retro livery. And we're heading down to Frankfurt. We should be there. Well, we should be in the vicinity of the airport within the next hour. Whether we land within the next hour, that's another matter in itself. But, yeah. A Ballon d'Or for pilots? Oh, God. I think that would be dangerous. I do use the relay cars, and it's very good, especially for the Phoenix. Just make sure you tick off the load sheet, since those are already supplied by Phoenix, Nathaniel says on YouTube. There we go. Thank you, mate.
Sweden Control, Aerosoft 336, hello.
Yes, Aerosoft 3...
Aircraft down there. Who's that?
336.
I think that's Eurowings 2290, Hamburg to Helsinki down there.
4472.
4472, Aerosoft 336.
With 64 Uniform Quebec.
Right, chat. What I'm going to do... I'm also going to just do a secondary flight plan update. Let's go and get some weather through, and I'll put that in, and then we'll get that into the secondary flight plan. Let's do this quickly.
Copenhagen control 136.485. Thank you for control. Bye.
Finnair 2 Papa X-ray, contact Tallinn 134.3.
So this was at 1750 Zulu. The wind 060 degrees 6 knots. Cav okay. Temperature 30. God, it's hot. Why can't I be in Frankfurt? See, I've had thunderstorms and rain and awful weather in the end of summer here today in the UK, and it's 30 degrees and Cav okay in Frankfurt. QNH 1005. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to straight copy this into my secondary flight plan. So we'll copy the active. That for me. It was 133.035. Lufthansa 8003. Good evening.
November 667, clear the Risma for...
I need to keep an ear out for ATC.
When ready, descent start level 160.
133.035. Bremen, good evening. Lufthansa 803, flight level 360, direct Delta Fox 437.
Delta 803, radar, good evening, identified.
And we are CPDLC capable if you're online this evening.
I will be Echo Delta Uniform Oscar this.
Echo Delta Uniform Oscar, thanks. Lovely, good. Right, we'll go and do CPDLC in a second then. So let me just put that over here. Echo Delta Uniform Oscar. So what I'm going to do now, chat, is because we don't know what runway we've got at the moment, and to make life a lot easier, what we'll do is we'll go onto the arrival page, and we'll switch from the ILS 07 left. Wait, let me just make sure this is definitely on secondary flight plan. There it is, cool. And we're going to switch this to the ILS 07 left via Delta Fox 654. And so if we go back onto our secondary flight plan, and we go to the plan page on the EFIS panel here, and then go and scroll and get a little bit closer to the airport, you're going to see a couple of things now. And this is really useful for those of you folks who don't know how to do this on Airbus. This is so useful. So the green line here is our star, and that's our primary flight plan and what's activated in the aircraft at the second. The white line is the secondary flight plan, so that's not activated. And the advantage to doing this and having this in the secondary flight plan, it means that if, when we get close to Frankfurt and Langen or approach or whatever it is, gives us either runway, we're already set up. So if they suddenly give us expect ILS approach 07 right, I don't have to faff in the primary flight plan and put loads of things in to switch to it. All I need to do is click secondary flight plan, activate secondary. Boom, done. And then the aircraft will instantly have us set up for 07 right. So it's a really common thing that you'll do, you know, especially when you don't know what approach or runway you're going to get. So for the moment, we're expecting and hoping for 7 left, but if for whatever reason we get 7 right, we don't have to start faffing around with changing it. We just go activate secondary flight plan, and that's it. The only thing that I haven't put in would be an up-to-date weather forecast and the minima for that runway. So there you go. So that's popped into there and is in good order now. So there we are. Mick, but do you think MSFS 2020 loading times are likely to improve in the future? I know this one is a how long is a piece of string. Happy to submit a query through to MSFS if that would be the best practice. It's not for... Well, it's something that I don't frankly know the answer to. I've got absolutely no idea, mate. I don't know. It's a simple I don't know. I've got no idea. I've got absolutely no idea, mate. MSFS 2020 load times, one of the big things that depends on is how much content you've got installed, which is why it's so important to have something like add-on linker installed on PC. It makes such a big difference. Yeah, Michael, Seb said most of it will be the cloud and therefore greatly... So the question was for 2020. So whether it would be like a retro thing. Yeah. I use it as well to decrease workload in case of engine failure on departure. Yeah, exactly. So this is another great thing. So we didn't set it up for this flight, but I sometimes will when I remember it. But yeah, that's exactly it. So what a lot of people will do so before departure, what a lot of people do is that they'll go to the secondary flight plan and they'll change the arrival airport to be their departure airport, and they'll set up an approach for a runway so that if they've got an engine failure and they need to make a really quick return back to the airport, again, all they need to do is just go secondary flight plan, activate secondary flight plan, and they've got it set up. And that means that you're not having to deal with an engine failure or a major emergency whilst also programming in an approach and everything. So yeah, very common thing as well. I forget to do it because I, well, never really simulate those things, but... Right. So this is actually going to be a really important thing for us. We need to think about descent. And we need to think about it quite seriously. The reason why we need to think about it quite seriously is that I want to make sure we get our descent on point. And the reason why is because, where is it? There's like a VATSIM EDDF plan. Isn't it here? Like knowledge base. Here we go. So, arriving traffic. So we can expect to be Kerax at flight level 110. The problem that I've got now is that we've been given a direct past Kerax, and we've not got any sort of flight plan information in terms of altitudes. The aircraft has just got our track mileage. So if you have a look here, can you see it's got our top of descent pretty darn close to Delta Foxtrot 437. So I don't know what... Oh, Bennett's saying Delta Fox 437 at flight level 130. Well, I mean, luckily we've got the advantage of somebody who knows in the chat, but this is something to be really, really, really careful of. Even though it's stunning that we've got this beautiful direct, if we weren't hot on it and if we weren't looking at that approach briefing page and we weren't looking at the star, we would just descend when the aircraft tells us to descend. And if we did... we would be at flight level 250 at Delta Fox 437. Now, our Bennett's been really kind to us and let us know that we should expect to be flight level 130 there. Say we already knew that information. If we didn't plug that in, the aircraft would be trying to get us 12,000 feet too high. So, let's put in flight level 130 at Delta Fox 437, and that's now going to bring our top of descent back by about 5 minutes, so we've only got 190 nautical miles to go to a top of descent. So that's a really important thing to know. I mean, obviously it's pretty rare that we're going to, well, I don't know if it's pretty rare, but it's not every day that we're going to get a ridiculous direct like we did just there. But be super careful with that when you're getting a nice direct, that by giving that direct takes away any altitude restrictions that you might have on the charts. Because especially when you've still got quite an extended amount of star and approach to potentially fly, it can cause you quite a few issues. So I'm glad we caught that one. But top of descent in about 25 minutes. Which will give us lovely time to enjoy the sunset. There we go. Can I ask questions about MSFS 2024? Sorry, mate. No, you cannot ask any questions about MSFS 2024 in my channel. That's not already public information, I'm afraid. Sorry, mate. I know it's incredibly excited and lots of people are really excited and want information. But my live stream is not the place to be asking about information that's not already public yet for MSFS 2024. As soon as it is public and we're allowed to talk about it, of course you can ask questions. But right now, I'm very, 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 very limited with what I can talk about with MSFS 2024. If you want any information about the new sim, the only real place that you're going to be able to get that right now is just from what's been shown in the trailers. We have a frequently asked questions page on our website, which we will be updating as we reveal more information. Don't worry, that's one of my jobs and my team's jobs to do. So that will keep getting updated. But we've got an FAQ page on our website. And then also there's been some information on the developer live streams and the developer seminars from Flight Sim Expo, which are all on YouTube. So if it's not spoken about on there or in any of those things that I've listed, I can't say anything about it. So I'm sorry about that one, but there we go. Apologies if you've mentioned it, but what was the other page you were looking at? Yeah, I'll show it actually. So if you've not seen this before, this is essential. I'll link it on both Twitch and on YouTube. This is essential, especially now that we've got Aerosoft Frankfurt and it's going to be incredibly busy here. So this is the knowledge-based website for VATS in Germany. And it essentially gives you information about the airport. And this is a really, really, really important piece just to give you an idea about what you can expect and what you need to do for your descent planning when reaching Frankfurt. So you can see here for the descent planning, to avoid having to fly unnecessarily long finals, pilots should plan to cross the following waypoints at the following altitudes. Remember that all altitude changes require an explicit clearance by ATC. And it just gives you some, you know, planning altitude. So on the actual arrival itself, it says Kerax, we need to be above flight level 100 on the 4 Charlie or at or above 110 on the 5 Delta. So Kerax here, it says 110. So yeah, it's just super, super, super helpful. And there's information here about runway assignments. We were flying the MD-11 into this airport on Tuesday. I knew that I was going to be getting a 2-5 left approach because the MD-11 can't land on 2-5 right. ILS approaches, you've got ILS Yankee, you've got interception points. It's super helpful. So if you are going to be looking at flying in or out of Frankfurt over the next few days and weeks with the new scenery, and you're going to be doing it on VATSIM, please check out these pages because they're very useful. Very useful. Whereabouts are we at the moment? There we are. So we're just overhead landing Germany for the first time with that crazy beautiful direct. So we're northeast of Hamburg at the moment. Making our way in. Good stuff, good stuff. Tristan's here as well. Hello, Tristan. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, mate. Hello, hello. What do we think my frame rate's going to be like at Frankfurt, chat? I'm usually locked at 60 FPS. What do we think it's going to be? Hopefully, as long as it's above... Well, if I'm in the 50s, I'll be happy. I'll be happy if we're in the 50s. And what? So we're going to be landing at about 9:30 local time, aren't we? Yeah, about 9:30 local time. Okay, so we should definitely still have some ATC on then. You'd hope. You'd hope. I've just realised my flight director's off. I don't know why that is. I never thought I would be able to have my sim close to 60 FPS with your GTX 1070. It's crazy, isn't it? GTX 1070. I had a 1080 back in the day. Did a job. Lossless scaling is a game changer. Does it help? That's awesome to know. That's awesome to know. I was looking at like 4K or like 480 hertz OLEDs the other day. I was like, nope, that's a rabbit hole of money I don't want to go down. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down. Started using real A cars and FSLTL today like a new sim. Nice. I was watching Jamie stream earlier on, and he said that he used Beyond ATC the other day, and he had a good experience with it. Has anybody been... I mean, I feel like all of the hype of Beyond ATC has completely died. It was really popular like when it first came out, and then it's kind of like completely died off, and I'm not seeing anybody speaking about it, anybody talking about its progression or anything. I used it not long after its first release and found it to be incredibly buggy, and I haven't touched it since. 134710, Lufthansa 803, good evening.
Thanks.
Still buggy for sure, is it? I don't know why they released it in that state. I feel like it's killed all the hype around it. It was like one of the most hotly anticipated third-party add-ons that we were having in the sim, and it's just... yeah, I don't know. Steve, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks, mate. Master, good evening. Lufthansa 803, flight level 360, and direct Delta Fox 437. I forgot to contact on CPDLC actually.
Lufthansa 803 Maastricht, hello, identified.
I completely forgot to try and contact them on CPDLC. So we are on 134.710. Shall I see if I can get that on? CPDLC EDDF. Let's try and do it.
Enter Air 901 Golf November, contact Rhein Radar 133.
Steve Ellis used it to Queenstown the other week. It worked well. Okay. I mean, I'd love for it. I want it to be good. I want it to be good.
133.035.
Oh god, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. But I was just so disappointed with it when I first tried it, so I'm hoping it's better now. Maybe I should give it another try. Yeah, I've heard about say intentions. It's just very expensive, isn't it? So Echo Delta Yankee Sierra should be the CPDLC that we're going to go for. And then actually, because we're on these kind of menus, we're going to get an updated weather forecast, and we'll put the transition level in and the minima and stuff in as well.
Condor 901 Papa Maastricht identified. Confirm climb flight level 320 and proceed direct Mardor.
Proceeding direct Mardor and iPhone, we're climbing flight level 320.
Scandinavian 1175, can you fly any faster?
So the ESSA Frankfurt,
then we need to
transition level is 70.
Scandinavian 1175, I have an aircraft behind you which is 70 knots faster, so either you take a lower level or you can go.
So the wind 060 degrees, 8 knots now. Temperatures cooling off a bit, 29, QNH is still 1005. So transition level 070, we're initially going to expect the ILS Yankee 07 left. I'm also going to put in the ILS 07 right. Minima is 504. Ah, there we go, log on accepted.
November 604 Echo X-ray Maastricht, hello, identified.
So there we go, we've got Maastricht Centre on the Stuk-Doos. Okay.
Maastricht, hello, German Airlines 1153 on flight level 20
so let's have a look, runway length and everything. So it's a 2,800 metre runway, so we'll use flaps full, order brake low, I think, today.
Condor 901 Papa, can we have 5 minutes out of cockpit?
Flaps full, order brake low.
Okay, so first of all, Lufthansa 357, stop climb flight level 330.
Good.
Lufthansa 357, stop climb flight level 330.
And then we're pretty much set up. So other charts that I'm going to need is just parking stands.
Thank you.
Scandinavian 1175,
Cool.
stop
Good.
climb flight level 350, and then you have free speed.
So we're on the Kerax 5 Delta, but technically what we're actually doing is we've just got that direct to Delta Fox 437, and then we're going to continue on the start, this long-winded arrival, and we'll hopefully not halt, but if we need to, we can at any point. And then from there, we're expecting, or hoping for the ILS Yankee Approach 07 left. The latest we're going to get the glide is Delta Fox 450, which is still, what, about 14 miles out from landing. That's at 5,000 feet. It's a 3.2 degree glide slope, so slightly steeper than the norm, but not much. Go around altitude is also 5,000 feet today, and a left-hand turn out to the north. We won't be below the MSA until we're on the glide slope, so that's absolutely fine. We'll vacate on one of these Papas, so Papa 10, Papa 8, or Papa 6, and then it'll be Papa and across, and I imagine what they'll get us to do is go November 11, short of November, and then I I'm pretty sure they use November for taxi out to 18 if they are using 18 for departure. They might even use it if they're on the 07 centre for departure. I'm not too sure. But it'll probably be November 11 and then Lima. And then we'll park up wherever the heck they give us, really. So it'll probably be Lima and then wherever they give us. I think the real one even parked on one of these remote Victors. So I don't care where we park. Wasn't Papa closed? I hope not, because there's nowhere else to get off. Unless we have to go Papa 1 and then all the way around. So I bloody well hope that's not the case. I bloody well hope that's not the case. No TAMs? Oh, God. Haven't checked them. Well, we'll see. Good. So we got the transitional in, we've got everything set. Perfect. We can enjoy the sunset for a bit more then. Just check my messages. Just checking my messages, chat. Sorry, I'm just catching up. Is it the first flight into Frankfurt? No. So I was very lucky enough. Aerosoft were kind enough to give me a pre-release copy of the Frankfurt scenery. So I did a pre-release stream on Tuesday. So if you watch Tuesday's video on demand, the VOD back, we flew Lufthansa Cargo MD-11 from Frankfurt to, where did we go? East Midlands, EGNX, and then back again. It was awesome. So this is actually my second time flying into the scenery. Does it have better frames? Hopefully it'll have, I think they've done some performance optimization for this, like version 1. I was on a pre-release version, so we'll see what the performance is like when we get there. I don't expect the performance to be great because of the amount of VATSIM traffic. I think the VATSIM traffic is going to be the definer on the performance, really, to be honest. So we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Right, other things that I'm going to do, chat. I am just going to put Mark 0.74/285 in the descent. The reason I'm going to do that is that we've selected 0.78 at the moment. And if we'd have gone managed descent, it would try to roll us all the way back to 0.74. So we'll just speed it up a little bit. There's no harm in that. We're going to be landing with 7 tons of fuel on board, so we've got quite a lot of extra fuel. We've got quite a lot of extra fuel. Max landing weight is...
Lufthansa 803, Mach decimal 75 or less.
Mach decimal 75 or less, Lufthansa 803. Of course they heard me speaking about that, and... I'm going to be really limited. We're going to be really close. So 7.5 is going to be really close for us. But we'll do what we can. 0.75 is super close to the yellow band for us, so we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. What was I going to say? Max landing weight is 75.5. We're currently 74.7. Cool. So we're below max landing weight. Oh, I don't like how... Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that got very close.
1175, 136.465.
Some traffic below us. Can't see them.
1175, good evening and bye-bye.
Airlines 115.
Okay, it looks like it's stabilized itself now at 0.75. We'll see if they give us any speed on conversion. You could just say enable. Now we're at 7.4 and I'd say enable, but 7.5 will be fine.
Ryanair 9 Foxtrot Charlie, contact Maastricht 128.790.
I love all this ATCs that's come online though.
9 Foxtrot Charlie 128.790.
Look at it.
128.790.
Nothing in... Well, there is a bit in England, but not a tremendous amount. Look at it. God, look at it into...
Descent to flight level 250.
Holy crap.
Scandinavian 285, level 250 at Rimat.
This is going to be wild. I hope you're all ready for this. We're here.
Roger. Lufthansa 1 Whiskey November, contact Maastricht 136.465.
136.465, Lufthansa 1 Whiskey November, danke.
It's going to look cool with the night lighting though, with all the traffic.
Echo X-ray when ready, descend to flight level 250 to be level at Rimat.
Ready for the chaos. I hope you all are. I hope you're all ready for the chaos.
Lufthansa 803, Mach decimal 75 exactly.
What Mach decimal 85, Lufthansa 803?
803 confirm Mach decimal 75.
AFM 75 for the Mach, Lufthansa 803. Did I say 85?
Scandinavian 285, contact Langenradar 127.725.
Did I say 0.85? I meant 75. Right, so 15 nautical miles to the top of descent and about 6 minutes. We're prepped, we know what to expect. It's going to be pretty busy. Maintain Mach decimal 75. Welcome.
Condor 901 Papa 125.855.
125.855, Condor 901 Papa, bye.
Lufthansa 028, Maastricht, hello, identified.
We got 75/280 there. He might get us to slow in the descent from 285. We'll see.
Quality 7 Alpha Charlie when ready, descent
We'll
to
see.
flight level
Hey, Mash! It's a 3.5-year sub. Hello, mate. Thank you so much for the sub. What a legend. Mash, thank you so much, mate. Very, 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 very kind of you indeed.
46, contact Maastricht 128.790.
Hope you're well. Thank you for the 42 months. 3.5 years. Still going strong with the sub. Appreciate you, buddy. The sun's setting. The sun is setting.
Star 503, Maastricht, hello, identified.
Maastricht, guten Abend, Lufthansa 9 Echo Kilo, climb with Betriebsversuch in Bad Napsu.
Lufthansa 9 Echo Kilo, Maastricht.
I'm wondering if I need to look at any of the briefing stuff for arrival taxi routing.
Lufthansa 803, when ready, descend to flight level, descend to flight level 250.
Okay, descend now, flight level 250, Lufthansa 803. Shall I do this in open descent? What shall I do this in? Maybe I should do this in managed. It's going to descend at about 1,000 feet per minute. We'll see. Right, so mark there's nav. There we go.
Good evening, Lufthansa 9
Nice, Steve. Starting a PhD this month. Wow, that's absolutely amazing, dude. I hope it all goes well. Wishing you the best with it, mate. Wishing you the best.
350, Lufthansa 9
So if we're on 07s, traffic landing on 07 right and parking on northern part of the airport, we'll have to cross 25 centre or 07 centre or its extended centre line. Before the crossing, aircraft will be instructed to hold short of the Cat 2 hill. Make sure you hold before the correct stop short line. You can expect the crossing runway at one of the following points. Yeah, please brief the expected initial taxi route.
Good evening, German Cargo 19.
Yeah, that's it. Where can I do that? So, if we do land 07 right,
192, Maastricht, hello, identified,
that's a Mike 6 or Mike 10. What we'd hope to do is go Mike and Mike 10. There's Mike 6 as well. Is there any other information on that?
Have you got any conversion speeds?
It's saying, please brief the expected initial taxi route. Because I don't want to block an exit. The last thing I want is for us to land 07 right, turn right on Mike, and then them actually want me to turn left on Mike to go back this way.
12775, Volker Station on.
There should be a chart with a preferential taxi route, is there? Don't know if there is at Frankfurt. I don't think there is.
Lufthansa 803, descent at 2,000 feet per minute or greater.
Roger, we'll increase the descent rate 2,000 feet or greater. Lufthansa 803.
Quality 7 Alpha.
Cross side open descent.
Bremen radar 125.855.
125.855, quality 7 Alpha Germany.
He wants us down, chat. He wants us down. So thrust idle open descent nav. And for Lufthansa 803, did you want us at any speed on conversion from Mark?
Lufthansa 803, actually, resume normal speed.
That's fine, thanks very much. Resume normal speed, Lufthansa 803. We'll stay as we are, I think. We'll stay as we are. Good. No long haul departure today? No, mate, I've got work tomorrow morning. It's only Thursday. I'm hopefully going to try and maybe do an overnight long haul tomorrow night into Saturday morning. But I don't know yet.
223 Alpha, descent to flight level 250, level at Mardor.
Yeah, I don't think there is any taxi briefing. There's a taxi chart for the 748 with the restrictions, but that's it. Taxi chart over...
192, climb to flight level 360.
360, German cargo 192.
No. Hey, Neonity, hello, how you doing? Good to see you.
For Lufthansa 223 Alpha, can you confirm the waypoint, please?
I thought it was today. No, mate, I've got work tomorrow, buddy.
Then remit 250, Lufthansa 223 Alpha.
So we're going to shortly switch over from Mark to speed. You'll see that it's trying to maintain Mark 0.75, but as we descend, that's increasing our indicated airspeed. And as soon as we get to 285 knots, you're going to see this switch over to indicated airspeed, which it should do shortly.
Lufthansa 803, contact Langen radar on 127.725.
127.725, Lufthansa 803. Choose. 127.725.
Twin Star 503, when ready, descent to flight level 250 to be level at Mardor.
Wind 285, descent to flight level 130 to reach flight level 130 Delta Fox.
So, is this a centre? Do I need to give them the information? No, it's not. Who was it again? It's Langen. Langen, good evening. Lufthansa 803, descending through flight level 275 for 250, direct Delta Fox 437.
Lufthansa 083, Langen radar, good day, identified.
10-1P9. Taxi procedures.
083, descent to flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240, Lufthansa 803. Right, that's the log off there. We won't bother with CPDLC going forward because we'd be below the thingy, so that's fine. Log off. Yeah, sorry, click recall by accident. Good, that's fine. I'm going to start to bring back the brightness of these monitors a little bit, I think, chat.
Qatari 166, contact Langen radar 133.435, John.
133.435, Qatari 166, have a good day.
Gorgeous. Oh, look at the sunset. Oh, this is awesome. Hey, it's Franzel. Hello, mate. There he is. Hello, bud. Thanks so much for the 27-month Prime sub. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well, hope you're well. Yes. Happy birthday, you troll. Discord PMing coming, Roger. I'll keep an eye out. I will keep an eye out. Thank you, mate. Sloth is here. How you doing, Sloth? Good to see you, buddy. What a view indeed, right? What a view indeed. Right. It doesn't say. It doesn't give me any information. It doesn't tell me anything. Hey, Chris, 73 months. Thank you so much, dude. You stunner. Thank you for the 73 months. Tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. 73 months, good lord. How you doing, Sloth? Good to see you. How's the flight going? Yeah, really good, thank you, mate. We are an hour and 20 minutes in. We had a stunning departure from Stockholm. Oh my god, there's more. Yeah, we had a stunning departure from Stockholm, and then we got a huge, like, 500 nautical mile direct. So, yeah, we're doing really good so far, mate. Thank you for all these subs. It's another Chewy94 sub Pixel. Hello. Yay. With the one and only Mr. 94. There it is. It's a Chewy94 sub. That's our second 94-month sub that we've had today. Thank you very much indeed, mate. Hugely appreciated. Welcome back. Thank you for the 94. Thank you, Chris, as well. 73 months. Another absolutely super long sub and still here with a tier 1. Appreciate you, buddy. And then a very dear friend of the stream, the one and only Franz Earl with 27 months. Thanks, mate. Thank you, everybody. Super kind of you all.
23 Alpha, proceed direct Delta Foxtrot 437.
So we got some traffic below us, which is November 604 Echo X-ray, a CL60 from Westerland. What's this? Is this a CL60 a Challenger 650? So they're probably an X-plane. Recently started with flight sim again after a 15-year break. Well, welcome back. Descend flight level 130 to reach at Delta Fox 437 if that's 803. Hey, Pixel Memes gifting us up to Neonity. Hey, guys, you are all incredible. A level 2 hype train is on the way. Neonity asks, should I sub 2? Well, you don't have to worry about that because the very generous Pixel Memes, who has now gifted 59 subs to the channel, you just sub with your own money. You shouldn't need to. It should get cancelled because it'll recognise it or it'll go into next month. Twitch are very good with these things. Pixel, thank you very much for the generosity. Borussia asks, hi, what sky colours? Default. This is default MSFS. I do use some NVIDIA filters, which I'll link to you. Neonity, yeah, so it'll either cancel the purchase or it might give it to you into next month, I would have thought, mate. I wouldn't worry. I don't think Twitch will scam you out of it. Thank you so much, Pixel. You're a legend, mate. And Sierra as well. For an anniversary. It left your bank. You might be able to contact Twitch support. Or it'll do it for the next month. Have a look online and see. Sierra, thank you for the 12-month sub. You guys are amazing. Right, I'll tell you what, chat, it's going to get... We've had the nice calm stage of the flight. It's now going to get into the busy stage, so I am going to turn the music off early because I want to start concentrating if you folks don't mind, alright? Speed 220, Lufthansa 803. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that.
Lufthansa 223 Alpha, reduce speed 220 knots. 220 knots for Lufthansa 223 Alpha.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do 220 knots at flight level 224. Oh, I don't know, Ishiku. Did you try the ARPC mod for the Sky Colors? Bruce, yeah, no. I work for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we don't endorse any of those kind of mods, mate. So, no, I don't. K-Buff with 8 months. Oh, my God. The subs are flying in now. Bloody hellfire. The subs are flying in now. Thank you for the 8-month sub with the Prime. I appreciate you, buddy. Bloody hell. Where's all this come from? Where's all this come from, eh? Glad to see Frankfurt come out. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. I'm so glad that it's here. I really am. God, I think this is the highest I've ever been given a 220 knot speed restriction, but it'll help us if we don't have to hold, right? And then my PPL. Oh, my God. Through a level 2 and into a level 3 for my PPL and the 47-month sub. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for all these subs. It's just appeared out of nowhere. Subs flying in left, right, and centre. I really, really, really appreciate these, and I hope you folks know it. Thank you. My goodness me. I've turned off the music now, folks. It's concentration time. It's going to start to get busy now, so I want to make sure that I'm on top of everything. All right.
Turn immediately right, heading
We're not going to be able to do 220 knots. I don't... What's the maximum altitude for flaps in an A320? In the 747, it's 20,000 feet. Does anybody know what it is in the 321? I don't know.
Caddy 020-199.
I've got no idea. I've never had to think about that before. And Lufthansa 803 with current altitude. We're restricted slowest speed 230 knots. We can let you know when we can slow to 220 if that helps. We should be alright.
023, roger.
It's just so on the band, isn't it? Katie, what's the highest altitude for flat retraction? Because we've...
03, roger, then turn left heading 170.
Left 170 degrees for Lufthansa 803. So essentially, we've been given a speed 220 knot speed restriction, which is right, well, it's our green dot speed, but we're through flight level 200. So I was like, can I extend flaps? So what's the max altitude for flaps in the A321? I know in the 747, it's 20,000 feet. Katie's literally the perfect person to have here for this question. So 170 degrees. I mean, I've got... it could be 20,000 feet because I've got the double orange band there. So I think we're all right, actually. Tell them what we can do rather than comply and make life difficult. Yeah, well, I've told them we can do 230 knots, but I think we can take flat... It's still flight level... and Lufthansa 803, we're below flight level 200 now, so we can accept 220 knots. We were asked to go like 220 knots at like flight level 230. I think he's just going to keep us on this heading, that's fine. What I'll do is screw it. I'll take flat 1 and go 220. Screw it. This feels weird.
803, proceed direct Delta Fox 437 again.
Thanks very much, direct Delta Fox 437, Lufthansa 803. Nav. Hello, Becca. Welcome back. Sorry, I'll catch up in a moment.
803, contact Frankfurt, arrival 120.805.
Apologies. Can you repeat that frequency one more time for 803?
For 120.805.
120.805. Thanks so much, Lufthansa 803. You said it rather quick and I didn't hear it. 120.805. And let's just get the ATIS and cheat and do it on here. Information Victor. Frankfurt, good evening, Lufthansa 803, descending through flight level 180, speed 220, direct Delta Fox 437 with Victor on board. Take a breath. Hello. Hello. 20,000 feet is the max altitude. There we go. So it's the same as the 747. We've learned something new today.
5230, 5,000 feet.
Right, let's watch. Oh, yes! Oh. Oh, yes. What a view. Sorry, I missed Becca. Hello again. Just got into bed like the old woman I am. Yep, sounds about right. I'm surprised you're in bed this late, mate. Thank you for those of you who helped search for that information. And there we go. We've taught even a real-world Airbus pilot something new today. Sorry, a real-world captain. You have to differentiate. Look at that view. Oh, yes.
Romeo X-ray confirmed 230 heading.
Oh, Neonity, it's good to see you back. You said you worked for MSFS 2020. In this case, do you know if the mechanics and things will change in MSFS 2024? Can't answer those questions, I'm afraid, my dude. Sorry, buddy. Can't answer those questions. It's even in the memory items in case of a stall below 20,000 feet to extend flat 1. There you go. Becca, can you stop flirting? Actually, that's a silly question. It's never going to happen. I don't know why I'm on open descent. Oh, I'll just leave it as is. It said Delta Fox 130 level, but we're 2,000 feet.
Contact director 127.280. 127.280, Lufthansa 4 Romeo X-ray.
Hopefully that'll be out. 127.280, did he say? I'm just going to program that in as a, hopefully that's our next frequency.
Tibet 908 November, Langrider, hello, identified, runway 07 left.
We've not been given a runway yet, have we? I don't think we've been given a runway. But often you hear heavies coming into Heathrow where they'll tell air traffic their min clean speed so they don't have to fly with flaps out. We're giving them the speeds to fly above that rather than 220 knots. Yeah, we were given 220 knots. It was Lufthansa 803's speed 220 knots. And we were at about 23,000 feet. And I didn't know what green dot or anything. I didn't know what speed was then, so I just started winding down the speed bug. Descended in open descent because we were below profile anyway. And then when we started to see on the speed band where 220 knots was in with green dot speed and everything, that's when I started to think about the question of flap limiting altitude.
Super 908 November, descent flight level 100.
Flight level 100, speed 8, Captain 908 November.
Speed out star.
Lufthansa 18, descent 5000 feet, QNH 1005.
You've still got 20 minutes to landing.
Frankfurt Arrival, good day, Lufthansa 223 Alpha, inbound Delta Foxtrot 437.
But I think we've timed this well with the sunset, haven't we? I think we've timed this very well. We're an hour behind real time, but this is perfect. We kind of chased the sunset on the way on the flight. And so the chaos begins.
Lufthansa 18, contact director 127.280. 127.280.
That view, look at that.
127.280.
127.280, thanks so much.
Oof.
908 November, descent to flight level 80.
Oofed.
Frankfurt, hello, exit 721, descending flight level 110 to Ramoba.
Exit 721, lang radar, hello, identified.
Yeah, Neonity, I guess so.
Descent to flight level 90, 07 left.
07 left, descend flight level 90 left, that's 803. Thrust idle open descent. Flight level 90 is in blue, and we've got 07 left! Yay! That's the one we wanted, and that's the one we planned for, and everything. So good. There we are.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, lang radar, hello, identified, runway 07 left.
There's the airport over there. It's not spawned in yet.
Scandinavian 285, contact director.
Right, I'm going to do one more weather request, chat.
Lufthansa 223 Alpha, descent to flight level 90.
Descending flight level 90, Lufthansa 223 Alpha.
Get rid of all of this nonsense. So 040 degrees 8 knots now. Oops, what did I do there?
Reach 721, reduce speed 220 knots.
Reduce speed 220, Delta 7.
291005, lovely. Just bring the brightness down on these a little bit more as well. Oh, that view. Look at that. There's the airport.
Skipper 908. November, descent flight level 7, though.
The performance wasn't great, but I think that was mainly due to a lot of the traffic. That the performance wasn't great, to be honest. Look at that. New glider drop. Yeah, gliders. Yeah.
Identified. German 9 Echo Juliet, descent flight level 80.
What a view, right?
Super 908 November, turn right, heading 2.
We almost couldn't have timed that sunset better if we tried. Right. Let's put the seatbelts on. 10,000 feet. Should we turn the PA thing back on so we can hear it? I don't know if there'll be any sound. Now, normally Lufthansa land without auto thrust in, which I'm terrified of doing in this thing. Hello, that's traffic.
908 November, descent 6000 QNH 1005.
601005, Spirit 908 November.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, maintain present heading. Present heading, Lufthansa 1 Alpha.
That's Scandi, what, 61 Alpha, Frankfurt to Hamburg.
November. Contact director.
Look at that!
Frequency is 1278.
Hello there!
Frequency 127.280. Ciao, ciao.
127.280.
Whee!
Spirit 908 November, choose.
German 9 Echo Juliet, descent flight level 7, though. Lufthansa 1 Alpha, turn right, heading 170. Right 170, Lufthansa 1 Alpha. And Lufthansa 1 Alpha, descent flight level 80. Another follow right here.
ATC are doing a phenomenal job, aren't they?
Like an arrival is... Good evening, is Austrian 199.
Foxtrot 199 lang, hello, identified, descent flight level 90. Confirm that 090. Descent to flight level 90.
German, I think, yeah.
German 9 Echo Juliet, descent 5,000 feet QNH.
What are the chances it tips it down all day Saturday while I'm at Thorpe Park? Baby, have you seen the weather forecast for like the next week? It's going to be awful. I think Saturday might be your best chance, but it's not nice.
German 9 Echo Juliet, contact director 127.280.
No, I think Saturday you might be alright. Now, I never use Navigraph charts on here, but I think I might. This. I want that in day. How do I get that in day charts?
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, descent altitude, correction, descent 6,000
No,
feet,
I want day charts.
Confirm was for Lufthansa 223 Alpha?
Negative. Lufthansa 1 Alpha, descent 5, correction.
We need to be really listening out to for ATC here.
6,1005 Lufthansa 1 Alpha.
I hate that. I can't use the night charts. It's weird because I have like dark mode on everything, but I can't do it for charts. Well, there's the airport, everybody. There is the airport. Gorgeous. Yeah, Katie, she deliberately said, I'm just deliberately not inviting Katie. That's what she said.
Lufthansa 999, lang radar low. Lufthansa 1 Alpha, descent altitude 5,000 feet. 5,000 feet, Lufthansa 1 Alpha. Lufthansa 803, descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1005.
5,000 feet on QNH 1005, Lufthansa 803.
Taxi 721, descent flight level 70.
Descent for clearance 70 at 721.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, turn right heading 230.
Right 230, Lufthansa 1 Alpha.
Confirm 230.
Confirm 230, Lufthansa 1 Alpha.
Frankfurt approach, 0 second proper per hotel at flight level 1. Descent, passing flight level 160, descent flight level 1.
1005! 5,000 feet! BS 1000 out blue.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, contact director. Correction. Lufthansa 1 Alpha, further right.
I'm just going at a 1,000 feet per minute descent rate. I think that's a pretty fair descent rate because I don't think we're going to get turned on early. God, look at all the traffic on the arrival.
Lufthansa 803, director 127280. Bye-bye.
127280, Lufthansa 803, good evening.
Correct to Lufthansa 1 Alpha, dropping past flight level 57057.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, hello, flight speed 220 knots.
220 knots, Lufthansa 1 Alpha.
Alright, so good evening, Lufthansa 803, passing flight level 75 for 5,000, speed 220.
Lufthansa 803, hello.
I probably didn't need to give him all that information, I just blurted out stuff then, to be honest. What runway are you landing? 7 left! I don't know if I've ever landed on 7 left before. I've landed 25 right.
Lufthansa 18, maintain 170 knots until 5 miles per hour.
But I'm not too sure if I've landed 7 left.
Okay, 285, I do 170 knots.
20 knots, 285.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, turn left heading 230.
Plus 230, Lufthansa 1 Alpha.
Lufthansa 18, tower 136.5.
136.5, Taxi, das ist Verfolger, gesagt, das Lufthansa 1.
Jo, und beim nächsten Mal bitte nicht nochmal reducen, einfach so. Aber das ist gut, tschüss.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Look at the stream of traffic as well. It's like when you're on the M4, or the M4, yes, the M4 going towards London, and you can just see like 8 aircraft, well, maybe not 8, but you can see like 6 or so aircraft on the ILS for Heathrow. Look at that. How many can we spot? So there's one just about to land. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be for another runway. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's unreal. Don't know what tower we'll be with. Are they going to turn off the lights yet in the cabin? On to go.
Aircrew 721.
Aircrew 721, hello.
Hello. Hello. My name is Director. And I would like to vector you into Frankfurt Airport. Checking that's what they sing. I'm sure it's not.
One Alpha left heading 100.
Hello.
Yankee 07 left.
Papa 100 clears out Yankee 07 left 251 Alpha.
09 direct November, reduce 170 knots, maintain to 5.
So the aircraft ahead of us got turned in at Delta Fox 443, so that's still about 8 miles ahead. Alt start. So we're going to be at 5,000 feet for quite a while now, but that's fine. You're going to get some sleep. Oh, okay. I was going to text you when I finished, but okay, bye.
Aircrew 721, turn left heading 230.
Turn left to 30, 721.
Absolutely stunning. You wouldn't think that it's as ridiculously busy as it is, would you? You just don't think it. It says there's 151 arrivals on VATSIM right now, and there's still a crap load of people. There's still at least 27 departures, and there's a load more on the ground. You wouldn't think it. Nikki, hey, thanks for 37 months, mate.
Left 150.
Left 150 degrees, left that's 803. Sorry, I need to concentrate. 2 secs. Got base. Thanks for these subs, Nikki! 37 and Heavy Equation 16 months. Thanks so much, my friends. Nice, we got the turn a little bit earlier. Thank you, both of you! Thank you! Oh, shit. Just turned off my monitor. That's going to screw things up. Sorry.
803 left heading 100, clear at Yankee 07 left.
Left 100 degrees, clear for the Alice Yankee approach 07 left. That's right, 03. Fuck. Sorry. I'll be back with you in a second. I accidentally turned off my second monitor. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Hey Henrik, how you doing? Good to see you, bud. Okay, so 100 degrees, cleared for the ILS 07 left. So we can arm approach. Cat 3 dual. Yeah, so it's still saying there's 150 arrivals on VATSIM, and obviously there's a crap load of people on the ground. There's at least about 27 departures and all sorts of other things going on. And it just, well, we were saying it's going to be organised chaos. You know, like, they're not even making it seem like there's any chaos with this ATC, are they? Thank you so much for the double sub, both of you. You're amazing. Appreciate you, folks. Thank you.
Tower 1365, choose.
I don't know if that's us as well. Lock star. I'm going to turn that off just so I don't listen to it. Yeah, it might be a bit wild on the ground, but hopefully it'll be alright.
Aircrew 721, turn left heading 100, clear out of Yankee runway 07 left.
Turn left heading 100, clear ILS 07 left, aircrew 721.
5 miles behind the other aircraft ahead. Look at that.
Turn left heading 230.
I don't know if he wants to do anything with the speed.
803, reduce speed 190 knots.
190 knots for Lufthansa 803. Look at that. It's almost like he heard.
Speed 200.
Just going to go 200 initially because then we need to take flap 2. And we've got the glide coming in as well. Perfect. Flaps 2.
223 Alpha, turn left heading 130.
See, it's quite nice to have flap 2 with glide slope intercept because then you don't get the little bubble. There's not a DC-10, but there's a very good MD-11. Neonity. I flew it on my stream on Tuesday, so you can watch the video back.
199.
Glide slope. Go around 5,000 feet. Daz Car, thanks for the follow. Jack, I'm going to pause the alert super early because I need to concentrate. You folks don't mind. We'll play them as soon as we get a chance on the ground, if any do come through. Yeah, TFDI MD-11. Very, very, very good.
To 1, reduce speed 190 knots. Equi 7 to 1, reduce speed 190 knots.
Just going to activate approach. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, Neonity, that's a pretty standard price for a good quality payware aircraft in this day and age, mate.
803, reduce 170 knots, maintain to 5.
170 to 5, if that's 803.
Equi 7 to 1, reduce 170 knots, maintain to 5.
Reduce 170.
Where is this? We're landing into Frankfurt, the new Aerosoft scenery.
Super 223 Alpha left heading 09 at 0 set at Helsinki, runway 07 left.
Is I left 07 left and left turn 090 for Lufthansa 223 Alpha.
Lufthansa 803 Tower 1365, choose.
1365, Lufthansa 803, great job, thanks.
Equi 7 to 1 Tower.
Look at that! Look at that! We're like so in sync with the Austrian! How's the FPS? My FPS is fine right now. It's still locked at 60.
Echo Juliet, wind 040 degrees 8 knots, runway 07 left, clear to land. Speedbird 908 November.
Look at that! That looks so sick! Look at it on that spy. Coming in from Vienna. There they are. Look at, they've just nailed this. They're so good here. They're so good. Hello, Lufthansa 803 ILS 7 left.
Lufthansa 803, Frankfurt Tower, hello.
Hello. Nord, hello mate, how you doing? How's the performance? Yeah, performance so far so good. Getting a bit windy, isn't it?
07 left.
Last station call sign again.
Aircrew 721 established 10 miles.
Aircrew 721 Frankfurt Tower, hello.
Right, get down, flaps 3.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, expected landing clearance, traffic currently on the runway is about to vacate.
Departure later increase Lufthansa 1 Alpha.
German wings 9 Echo Juliet, expedite vacate, day after Papa, November 11, hold short of November.
So we got 5.5 miles, we'll go back.
Lufthansa 1 Alpha, wind 040 degrees, 8 knots, runway 07 left, clear to land.
So 5.1. 5 miles, reducing back to final approach speed.
285, contact apron 121, decimal 855.
There's that Austrian. Wow. Grizzle's at 1 o'clock? Really? Who's he? Wait, is he the Austrian? Is that Grizzle?
Speedbird 908 November, contact apron 121, decimal 855, choose.
Oh, he's ahead of the AUA. Oh, I got excited then. Oh, he's quite a bit ahead, I think. Oh, he's the aircraft just up there. Right, we've not been given clearance to land yet, but that's fine. My FPS is dying now. I can feel it. It's fine.
Lufthansa 3, correction, Lufthansa 803, preceding traffic about to vacate, wind 040 degrees, 8 knots, runway 07 left, clear to land.
07 left, clear to land, Lufthansa 803. Yeah, my FPS is dying heavily now, but it's fine. Okay, here we go. So, auto thrust. Autopilot.
German wings 9 Echo Juliet, contact apron 121, decimal 855, ciao.
121, 855, 200. Minimum.
Oh, I hate flying this thing auto thrust. Oh god, we're really fast.
100.
Is there somebody on Vatsim flying towards us? Do you realise that I am a supervisor?
30.
No, what it is? Maybe it's not. Oh, come on. I didn't even flare. Bloody hell, this A321 just floats. It looked like somebody was flying towards us on Vatsim. I did not even flare. This thing is just impossible with the flare, I find. Right, spoilers. Reverse as normal. Bloody hell. Oh my god. I'm literally getting 30 FPS with frame generation.
Lufthansa 803, welcome to Frankfurt, vacate next to the right, taxi via Papa, November 11, hold short of November.
Papa, November 11, short of November, Lufthansa 803. Yeah, get off. Touchdown zone overrated. Yeah, sorry guys. So I'm going to make up a few excuses. Number one, I hate landing without auto thrust on. I'm not doing that again. So we sped up loads through about 100 feet. Number two, I'm getting 17 FPS true. So that would be about 30 FPS with frame gen. So my performance is awful. And then I saw lights ahead of us, and it looked like they were spinning, and I thought there was a freaking aircraft flying towards me, trying to troll on Vatsim. Right, 1 hour 52-minute flight time, perfect. There we go. Yeah, I'm just bringing the excuses. Does anybody else find the Phoenix A321 that you just don't flare? You just retard at 10 feet or 20, 10 feet, and you just don't flare. You just leave it. I've never had to flare this thing. Excuses don't count after GS star, I'm afraid. Nah, fuck it. Alright, we fucked it up! There you go. There you go. Is that better? There we go. Is that alright?
And same for you, Lufthansa 803, apron 121-855. Ciao.
21855, if that's 803, thanks so much. Right. 2-1. Yeah, it wasn't my best. I'm not gonna land this thing without thrust again. It's not fun. It's not fun trying to land this thing without auto thrust. And my speed was like all over the shop. I think we were like approaching 160 knots almost as we were about 100 feet, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. I wasn't going around.
Straight ahead, hold short of Le Mans, 903
I wasn't going around. Max, hey, thank you for 25 months. Thank you. Thank you very much, and thank you as well to Mickey. I will put the mask on, and I'll get those properly when I can, mate. Yeah, sorry, folks, not a good landing, but oh well.
748 behind the A319 company aircraft left to
Not a good landing. We can't do a good job with them all, unfortunately. I do try my best, but we can't get them all right.
Company traffic passing from left to right. For the moment, you standing taxi on Lima and thereafter frequency again, please.
You guys are very mean. I'm just reading the comments back. I'm going to keep flying my aircraft, driving my aircraft, taxiing my aircraft. Apron, good evening, Lufthansa 803 on November 11 for short of November.
Lufthansa 803,
for short of November.
Lufthansa 008,
good evening.
British Airways, right to left on November.
Does it look better than the Aviotech? Yeah, it does, mate. It does. Yeah, so I'm getting about 30 FPS with frame generation right now, chat. But that's just because of all the traffic. We'll see what happens when we disconnect from Vatsim, what happens to the FPS.
Lufthansa 803, continue left on November, expect set Alpha 22, hold behind the rest.
That's fine, left on November, expect Alpha 22, we'll hold behind the conga line if that's 803.
There's one simple conga line left, but it's still partially a conga line. 2 conga aircraft.
That's fine, it's a party, right?
Absolutely.
So it's a left on November, so that's nice, and we're expecting Alpha 22 for the stand.
November 8, give way to the Lufthansa.
Yeah, sorry for the landing, folks. I think I probably would have done a much better job had I not been faffing with the thrust manually. So, apologies for that one. Check left and right. God, look at the queue of aircraft on approach.
Yeah, sorry, Lufthansa 1 Alpha, give way to company A321, left to
so it's left on November.
And then taxi November 7 to stand Alpha to 8.
Yeah, it comes with a GSX profile. If you install the scenery via Aerosoft 1, it will automatically install for you. I'm really annoyed about that landing. I wish I had greased that, especially when I've got the likes of Katie here who can judge me professionally and go, oh my god, that was awful. We'll make up for it. We'll make up for taxi now.
Dann war's blocked. Sorry, taxi straight ahead, short of Lima.
Straight ahead, short of Lima, 7 Tango.
Sleeper 908 November, hold short of November 5, contact 121.9.
I don't give a damn about the landing rate. I give a damn about whether I landed on speed on the touchdown zone and on the markers. And in the centre line. The last thing I care about is landing rate. That's like, on a list of priorities of a good landing, for me, the landing rate is like the lowest of said priorities. So we are going to spec Alpha 22 today, which is there.
Lufthansa 008, right turn on November 6, hold short of Lima.
Right, November 6, hold
I'm going to shut down number 2.
And Lufthansa 1 Alpha, you can turn right once the A321 has passed.
So I think
Lufthansa 803, November 7, stand Alpha 22.
November 7, Alpha 22, Lufthansa 803, thanks so much. I think that is our next left.
2 take holding shot of November 5 intersection.
So, November 7 is the second left, so we're just following the company.
Lima, November 8, stand Victor 158.
Just following the company.
Straight ahead on Lima.
When you use the airport map to navigate on the ground, makes it a lot easier, because that's cheating.
November 8, Lima,
although I have it here, I
Victor
guess.
158, descent.
My performance
Lima,
is
November
so
8,
bad.
Victor 158, Condor 2 Tango Mike.
Come on, engine number 1.
008, give way to 2 crossing aircraft, left to right on Lima.
Giving way to aircraft crossing left to right, John Lima, das ist 008.
Und keine Angst, du bist nachher vor denen, weil die sind alle inbound.
Ach, macht alles nichts, ich genieße
My performance here is shocking.
Das ist doch gut. Lufthansa 8, jeder for X-ray, you here?
Lufthansa 8, for X-ray on Lima.
But this is awesome with all this traffic.
Via November 7.
Fixing to gate Alpha 16 via November 7, Lufthansa 8 for X-ray.
Look at my navigation display, it's like a PowerPoint presentation.
755 and give way to the Lufthansa, the one company left to right.
Have I gone the right way?
121.755 and give way to the Lufthansa left to right, Lufthansa 7 Tango.
Holy shit, it's so busy on frequency. I mean, it's been incredible though. Like, the ATC has been some of the best I think I've ever had on VATSIM, and I've got almost 7,000 hours I think flying on VATSIM now. I think this has been some of the best I've ever had on the network.
748 holding short November 5.
You give way to the company A321, right to left, and then connect 121.755.
So we're going to be in between these two. The performance is unreal. 17 FPS currently, true FPS. Okay, Alpha 22, I can see that the ground equipment is here. We'll take the light off. I don't know whether the VDGS is working. Excuse me, white van man. I'm so annoyed at that landing. I can't get over it. I know it's silly, but I'm like, actually, now that it's like I'm here, I'm like, fuck. Whatever.
Once the Conga line ahead moves, it will be Alpha 25 right on November 5. Yo, to descent.
Okay, 1% for 7 from right on November 5 to stand Alpha 25, option 216.
Lufthansa 008, contact 121.755.
121.755, 008, bye-bye.
Looks like my VDGS is working nicely, so that's good.
121.755, Lufthansa 902 Mike, vielen Abend.
Gleichfalls, danke.
Don't stop! Oh, noob! I can't even park well.
Echo 2, left on November, hit 721.
Lufthansa 223 Alpha, left turn on November, expect Alpha 50.
Alpha 50 and left turn on November, Lufthansa 223 Alpha.
Stop. Right. Parking brake set. APU is available. APU bleed switch on. Yellow elec pump can go off. And we will shut down engine number 1. And chat, I mean, the flight time was only 7 minutes more than what the flight plan gave us. And our total block time was 2 hours, 10 minutes. That is incredibly impressive. Hey, Shotkiev, thank you for these subs. I realise I've got subs that I need to go through that I've missed, so we will get the subs, I promise. I'm sorry that I've missed the subs. I will get them. Obviously, it's just been quite busy.
Frankfurt, ground, good evening, Austrian 199. Runway 0.
Alright, turn that down.
Austrian 199, hello, taxi left on Papa, hold short of November 11.
Run squawk mode Charlie now. I like to put 2000 in the squawk just to indicate to ATC that our flight plan's closed. I don't know whether it actually makes a difference, but that's what I do. Alright, external power. Take the APU off then, I guess. And there we are. That's us done. With absolutely shocking FPS, but we're here. So, let's unpause the alerts. There we go. We've got a number of them to come through, so thank you for your patience with those, for those of you who did wait. First of all, it's Mickey! Mickey, thank you very much indeed. 34 months and a tier 1 sub. Good to see you, bud. Thank you very, 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 very much indeed for your 34 months of support. That's huge, my dude. Absolutely bonkers support. Very, very, very much appreciated. Almost a 3-year mark. Max with 25 months and the Prime. Max, thank you for your 25 months of support. Welcome back. Prime sub for you. Hope you are doing good, my friend. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to turn it up in my ears because I can barely hear anything. And then we had Yip Yip with an 18-month sub, a year and a half, and a tier 1 Yip Yip. If you are still here, hopefully you are. Thank you, mate. Don't stress, it's been a long day. 2 streams and all. Oh, wow. I feel even worse now. That was so funny, though. Yip Yip, thank you so much. I appreciate you, buddy. 18 months with a tier 1. And then it's Shot Kiev for 2.5 years. Hello. Good to see you back in the crew once again, mate. Really good to see you. I hope you're well, my friend. The one and only Shot Kiev. 30 months and the Prime. Welcome back. Thank you, my dude. Well, it's 30. Yes, it's 30 months. Lol. Love it. Well, chat, right, before we go any further and go and have another look at the scenery, please, can we get an absolute spam of I love VATSIMs in the chat for all the ATC that we've had today? We've had full ATC. We've not had a second on Unicom throughout any of that. All the ATC that we've had throughout Sweden, throughout Germany as well, and of course into Frankfurt. Absolutely unreal. Oh, and Mac with a brand new Prime sub. Hey, hey. Oh, really, Navarre? It's fine. I like doing it the classic way, I guess. But I might use it in the future. Mac, thank you very much. A brand new Prime sub. Welcome to the crew. Dude, it's crazy that after all these years, we're still getting new subs on the stream. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate that a lot. There we go. Every month was filled with joy. Oh, yeah, that's very good. No, it's making me feel emotional. Thank you, my friends. Yeah, I mean, performance. I mean, it's just, with VATSIM traffic, it's just crazy. It really is. With VATSIM traffic, the performance here is unreal. Landing with 30 FPS. I think that's the first time I've ever landed with 30 FPS in MSFS. I don't think I've ever had FPS that bad before, which is a shame. I'm pretty sure most of it is to do with the traffic, but yeah. There you go. There's even an Indigo A320 here. Nice. There's still 21 departures on VATSIM and obviously all the arrival traffic as well, so it's pretty wild here. Yeah, we'll go and disconnect from VATSIM in a moment and go and see what it looks like. Let's just go and have a quick look at Valanta first and review the flight. And we'll go and review it very quickly. So here's our statistics. So block time 2 hours 10, flight time 1 hour 50. So that's from wheels up to wheels down. Landing rate was a 195, G-force of 1.05, but I don't really care about that. What I do care about is how shocking the actual landing was itself. It doesn't show too bad on here. It shows actually that we were relatively no, we weren't central at all really. We were in the touchdown zone. Strizzler said it in the chat earlier. I missed his comment. Riyadh, if you're still here, hello mate, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what it is with the Phoenix A321 in MSFS. You just don't need to flare it. You just don't need to flare it. You retard the thrust levers when it says retard, and you're looking at the end of the runway, and you just don't need to flare. It's weird. But I mean, look at that. That approach is just gorgeous. We had a slight deviation there when he wanted us on that heading, but then we came back on track, and I mean, you can see it here. It just blew beautifully. It really did. So yeah, it's stunning. Right, shall we disconnect from VATSIM to see what the FPS improves to? So at this exact moment, I'm getting 40 FPS right now. Let's disconnect from VATSIM and see what happens to the FPS. Straight back up to 60. Straight back up, locked at 60 FPS. Yeah. So it's not the scenery that, well, it's not the scenery that's causing the FPS issue, chat. Just for clarification on that, as soon as I disconnect from VATSIM, my FPS is back up at 60. The issue is model matching. And that's a real shame, because I've used an AI optimizer tool to lower the performance of my model matching, but even with that, it's still ridiculous. So literally, AI, VATSIM model matching is taking up a third of our performance. 40 FPS, it's locking us down at 40 FPS when we could be getting 60 FPS. In some scenarios, it's even halving our FPS, which quite frankly is unacceptable. So if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to make a call out here. I'm going to put them on the spot. I'm going to put a call out to FSLTL to please, for the love of God, release an update reducing the textures of your product, because no model matching traffic software should be taking a third, if not 50% of your performance from the sim. So yeah, it's also your shaders. I don't have any shaders. I literally run NVIDIA game filters, which just changes a few colors. That's not like a shader software. Really, that's not affecting performance. Yeah, that's not affecting performance at all. I'm positive of it. Check what models vPilot is using. I did it before I logged in, so it's not using the Phoenix. I double checked it. Yeah, I'll show it to you as proof if you don't believe me. Knowing me, it'll say that it is now, but it wasn't earlier when I checked. Yeah, there you go. Nothing Phoenix. There are no Phoenix models ticked. FSLTL. So, yeah. I do also have Just Flight in as well, so same call out goes for Just Flight with their models, but I primarily have FSLTL. That'll be my primary source of model matching. So there you go, there's proof that it's not, I'm not just using like Phoenix models at 8K and that's why I'm getting bad FPS. I am only using the model matching packages. So no, it's not vPilot the software that's causing the FPS, it's the actual render of the models in the simulator. That's what's doing it. Yeah. So it's nothing to do with the actual vPilot software. It's all of the models loaded in the sim. It's 50 to 70, whatever it is. It's the maximum amount of objects at whatever resolution. And as I say, I've used an AI texture optimizer tool to try and reduce the textures, but even then it's still terrible. So yeah, crazy. Anyway, right. I'm going to finish up there. Channel says getting a demotion to first officer. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try the tool you recommend. Yeah, well, that's what I've done, and it's still interesting. Is anybody still live? I know Ian was doing a long haul. Has he landed yet? Or is he live at the moment? Should we go and give Kenko a raid if he's still live? To finish up for the day. Let's go and see who is live. Is Ian live? Or is he not live yet? He is live! He is live indeed. Awesome. So, we are going to go and drop Kenko a stream. He's still not going to be landing for a little while by the looks of things. I don't think. He's still not going to be landing for another half an hour or so. So we'll go and drop Kenko a raid and give him some love. And we'll finish up there. I'm sorry if I've missed any questions or anything like that at the end there. I will be streaming tomorrow evening, though. We might give it a break from Frankfurt tomorrow and do something different tomorrow, because we've obviously did Tuesday with the pre-release stream, and then we've done today as well. So we might fly somewhere different tomorrow. I'm not too sure what we're going to do on tomorrow's stream. There's also the new Call of Duty beta, the second weekend. So we might do what we did last weekend, where we do some of the Call of Duty beta and then an overnight long haul. And then Saturday, I'm doing a Saturday stream again, folks. So then we could maybe land on Saturday and then some more Call of Duty, exactly like we did last weekend. Maybe we'll do that. I'll see. How is the performance? So Dan, the performance of the actual scenery itself is perfect. I'm getting 60 FPS locked, which is what I always get, like no problem. The problem is model matching. So with all the traffic, with how busy the airport is at the moment, we were getting at best 40 FPS, so a third of what I should be getting, and at worst 30 FPS. So AI model matching for VATSIM traffic was giving us a potential 50% reduction in FPS, which is crazy. But the actual scenery itself, no issues with performance. 60 FPS locked, fine. So, yeah. Anyway, right, I'm going to finish up there. We're going to go and drop some love to Kenko, who is on an almost level 9 hype train. So go and give him some even more love, and we will see you tomorrow. All right, folks. So thanks all so much for the support today. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. We will be back for more flying fun tomorrow. I really appreciate you all, folks. Thank you all so much for the support. I look forward to tomorrow's stream and whatever it holds. All right, everyone. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Good night. Happy landing.